It's none of my business. I figure you're here to negotiate. Am I right?
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in every one of you. Disappointed in every one of you.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it, man.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
You just killed a little fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing. Lobito! Got nothing.
I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA Boxing.
Testing. This is Kimbucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the boxing debate arena. What a beautiful day. I'm gonna start talking like what's his name? This guy, Barbershop. What a great day. It's so nice outside. Feels good. Feels good to be, one of us. All right. Guys, welcome to the show. I'm gonna start sending some links. So give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I mean, I had shit to do, and so I had to prepare this show really quickly. And there's a lot of things that you have to do. So let me start. I'm gonna call Mr. BDA if he ever wants to jump in. And I'm gonna call Stu. Should play some music while I do this. All right, people. Welcome to the show. Welcome. What do you have? We have DSF G38 outboxed, says Dirty Tactics by Fury. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing now. That's one of the excuses. We're gonna go through the list, people. Quite an extensive list, but we're gonna go through it. I promise you. We will. Did AJ make any excuse? I'm not an AJ fan. If you're new to the channel, I don't give a crap about most of these boxers. I do like Tyson Fury. I do find him boring a lot of times. Obviously not in his last fight. That wasn't boring. But I do find Fury boring. I'm not a Wilder fan. I'm not an AJ fan. I always said that I kind of enjoyed Wilder fights because I never knew what was going to happen. Either he was going to knock out his opponent or he was going to get knocked out. People thought that Wilder had this amazing chin. I never really saw it. I always knew that because he's off balance, that he was gonna get dropped at some point. Maybe not get knocked out the way he did, or stopped the way he did by lesser opponents. Oh, wait, hold on. We have somebody in the hang. Oh, we have Johnny Boy. Good.
Hey, buddy. My bad. I didn't know if I was in there yet or not.
Yes, you're here. Welcome to the show.
What's up,
How are you feeling? 3 days after the fight. Is it 2 days or 3 days? I don't know.
3 days. I think I'm starting to. I mean, I'm happy that it happened. Don't get me wrong, but now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, it was great.
You're breaking up, Johnny boy. You're breaking
Let me
up.
let me get on the desktop. I'll be right there.
All right. So Johnny's boy is like kind of getting fed up a little bit. ARP13 says, "Let's go Wilder." What a trooper! What a trooper! Who else do we have in the chat? We have a lot of people right now. We have. Let me read some comments here. Box says, "DSFG, your boy Wilder got beaten up like a dog." All right. There's no need for this type of talk. He did get beat up, but let's have some respect for Wilder. He's a boxer. He didn't want to quit. I believe he didn't want to quit, but I believe it was the right decision because there was nothing that he could do to turn the fight around. Absolutely nothing. And what do you guys think about Wilder firing one of his trainers, the one who threw in the towel? And what the hell's going on with that? St. Brit says, "I'm still loving the celebrations." Okay. Party still going on over there with St. Brit. ARP13 says, "Wilder did lose. No excuses." Okay, there you go. That's what I wanted to hear. There's no excuses. Wilder is just trying to cope with the fact that he finally lost. And so he's trying to come up with all these excuses, which is, I guess, normal. But he should try to keep that out of the public eye. He shouldn't be saying this to like on the internet. It just looks bad. Keep it to yourself. AJ didn't make any excuses.
There we go.
All right, we have Johnny Boy who's back.
Yeah. I don't know why my phone doesn't work anymore when I try to go on the call. It only works when I'm in my bedroom, and I don't feel like flapping around in my bed all day. Yeah. No, but what? How am I feeling? I'm feeling good. I just took a nice supplement. No names mentioned. I feel pretty good. I take my old man to the doctor. Had to push him around the fucking joint in a wheelchair and all this other shit. And, fucking. But as far as the fight goes, I'm still having fun making fun of these fucking idiots.
Yep.
But in the same breath, Bucho, now I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, okay, it was great. Let's start focusing on the next thing. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Now, what is the next thing?
Hopefully, Lomachenko and Tio. The next big thing, anyway.
Yeah,
hopefully,
big. Yeah.
Yeah, the next big thing. Hopefully, fucking Lomachenko and Teofimo. But I don't, who the fuck knows what's going on with that? But
yeah, I mean, how can that? Oh, hold on. I'm opening the phone lines, people, so you'll be able to call in. I'm gonna post the number on the screen, and I'm gonna do that right now. There you have it. Yeah, it seems like this year there's not a lot going on. I think we're gonna have most of the major fights in the fall.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Maybe summertime. Yeah, summertime, fall, second half of the year. And now I'm thinking about it, Bucho, and it was the same thing last year. It was this. Oh, for the most part, it was the same thing last year. The first half of the years was slow. Then summertime, when May and June and shit started rolling around, then it started picking up. We had fight, and what really kicked it off, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Pacquiao fan, but the one that kicked it off was Pacquiao Thurman. Then we had fucking Spence Porter, Taylor Prograis, Inoue Donaire, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we might be I think that's probably what we're going to be looking at. The first few months of the year are going to be slow. Then it'll pick up the second half of the year. That's what it's looking like to me, because if it wasn't, we would already get some fight, because there ain't much in March either.
Yeah, I mean, February's over, basically. Next Sunday it's March, right? So March, April. Yeah. I gotta look at the schedule. Go ahead.
Well, I can tell you it for the most part. Perfect. I can tell you important shit. I mean, we do get the nice card this weekend with Mikey and Jesse Vargas. That's a good card, and Chocolatito, and Julio Cesar Martinez. That's a good card, don't get me wrong. But after that, we got a couple of slow weeks. The fucking Konaki's fighting that bum on Fox. Shakur Stevenson's fighting Mariaga. Blah, 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 blah. Then at the end of March, we do have the cruiserweight finals between Dorticos and Bradis.
Oh, yeah.
And then, we do have that, and we also have Beterbiev coming back at the end of March, too, again, so that's something.
Yeah.
And then April, it starts, we've got a few things. There's Joe Joyce and Dubois and Inoue and Casemiro, and so it's coming around. We'll see.
Who calls him Joe Joyce?
Joe Joyce! Yeah.
Who says that, man?
That's just me when I have Tourette's.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had Tourette's, man. But Chris
No,
K says, Joe Joyce. Chris K says Fury's body shots key. Why don't heavyweights do this more? I know that was a good body shot, man. He was backing up as well, and oh yeah, I mean he was fucking big, man. 273. Yeah. Fuck.
Pete's got to drop me a super chat. He dropped Mark one earlier. The fucker.
Pete, you owe him one.
You owe me one
if you're listening.
All right. I got you.
Oh, he's there.
Nice picture, Pete.
No,
Get out.
That eyeball looks like Fury's eardrum.
Yo.
But
Pete, what do you think about the fight? We didn't talk about with Pete though. Let's get Pete's thoughts.
Okay.
Well, Pete, if you want to fucking say anything.
What happened?
No, what are your thoughts about on what happened?
I'm asking, like, what do you mean? Like,
well, are you happy? You surprised? Did you cry?
I'm texting with tears right now.
Okay.
No, I mean, it was a close fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I had it a draw. If it had gone.
Okay, but I'm gonna kick you out, man. What's going on here?
No, I'm saying, no. What can I say? The one-sided ass whipping is a fucking beat down. He walked through him. He fucking just walked straight forward and walked him down. Started with a jab and ended with a fucking towel.
Okay. Let's look at your prediction.
That jab that was in the second round, that jab that landed, it was like he was on Queer Street ever since that jab, really. So I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I didn't think the world of him before these. I didn't think the world of either one of them before this fight, based on the first fight. But it couldn't have gone any better for Fury, and it couldn't have gone any worse for Deontay.
What's your prediction?
Oh, Uncle Petey was gambling. He was a Greek boy gambling.
No, you said Wilder fifth round. No, somebody.
I said Wilder. Yeah. I said Wilder decision. Whoa.
Okay. Go ahead, Joe.
I like I said, going into the fight, I knew, like I say, I knew, even though I picked Wilder, I knew Fury was going to outbox him for most of the rounds. I just had the feeling he was going to get caught, but that ain't what happened, and I'm glad that's not what happened, obviously. But I want to say this real quick. Now, last night I was busy when you guys was having the show. You had 250 fucking people watching. You motherfuckers in the chat need to hit the like button, goddammit. I was busy. My girlfriend was like, "You're not going to go in there and talk with your buddies about boxing."
Oh, yeah. It happened to me several times.
That's happened to you too?
Yeah, and I said, I run the fucking channel. I need to be there. I need to help my friend. No, it's like, but sometimes she understands. But anyways. I
says, no, all right, fine. Fuck it, I won't go, And I was like, okay, but,
So you weren't there. I thought you were there. Were you? You weren't. So you weren't in the post fight. You weren't. So I need to get your thoughts then.
Oh well, it was I don't think I was there for the post fight either because I was out. I was drunk with my buddies, and well, in a nutshell, I'll say because I don't think I've spoke. Well, you came on my channel.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I got confused.
Yeah. But in a nutshell, Bucho, it was a fucking one-sided ass kicking. I mean, in the beginning. In the first two rounds, Wilder did land the right a couple of times. I was like, oh, fuck, here we go, And then he fucking cracked him. When he drilled him at the end of the second round, I'm like, oh, it's like that. And as soon as they got to sizing each other up in the middle of the ring with the ref there, when the ref was giving the instructions, I'm like, damn, Fury looks way bigger than him. I just fucked up on this pick real quick. You know what I'm saying? And then after he dropped him in the third, I'm like, this motherfucker's over, bro. He ain't got a leg to stand on. He's hurting. The fucking eardrum's busted. Mm-hmm. I don't know how he bled that much out of his ear if his eardrum wasn't busted. Because I had my eardrum busted a couple of times, bro, and it fucking bleeds like a motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, well, apparently it wasn't.
Yeah, just had a good little cut in there. So.
A lot of people were saying that Wilder never recovered from the eardrum. That's the injury in the eardrum, and that's why he was off balance. But now we know that wasn't.
It was those.
It was what? What was it?
It was the 40. Well, if you keep listening, the weight starts to go more up. It was first it started off. It was a 20-pound costume. It was 30. It was 40, 45. It'll get up to 70. It's gonna happen soon. Mm-hmm. It was the costume. It was everything. It was Kenny Bayless. It was illegal shots. It was corner. I just think it was. I just think it was Fury that whipped his ass. That's all, you know.
Yeah, I don't think I talked to Recognize maybe for a minute since the fight happened either. He was in my chat for a little while the other day, but
I tried to jump on StreamYard, but I think you guys know the issues that I'm having with StreamYard. I don't know what the fuck it is. I hear all you other guys use it, and you guys sound fine. When I use it, it's just I don't know what it is, man.
That thing's a bitch when you're on the cell phone. But yeah, man,
that's what I'm hearing.
That 15%. It's that 15% other kicking in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
motherfucking.
Pete, you like that, right? Did you like that?
This motherfucker goes. First of all, I got straight hair.
Mucho, but
hey, since he wanted to mess with me, I'm gonna mess with him right back.
Mucho, but in a nutshell, man, my thoughts is like this, because I ain't spoken to Stu or Peter, nobody since the fight happened. But in a nutshell, bro, it was a one-sided ass kicking, bro. Like it was a one-sided ass beating. He already kicked the shit out of Wilder twice. I don't need to see a third fight. Bro.
Yes, I'm with you, Johnny boy.
Why
I believe the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why in the fuck do I need to see a third fight? It wasn't even competitive, bro. He got his ass whipped.
Oh man.
Oh, we got Revolution.
You know what's funny? I've been, look, I'm not gonna lie. I've been a silent troll for the last couple of days. I'm going on to these shows and I'm listening to them. I'm just listening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could do it a little easier when they're in pain. It's better to listen to, and I can't believe that they're in pain that much. I mean, the excuses is just crazy.
They sound like they're mourning. They're in mourning.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I've heard it all, and it's also suicidal. And this is what I mean by that. They want Wilder to commit suicide.
Like
they want him
Japanese
in the ring tomorrow. Okay, go get that fight back. It's dude, he's gonna kill your boy. He will murder him, man. Stop it. Your boy is. Look, anything is possible, but it's very unlikely. He ain't beating Fury in no third fight. It's not gonna happen, man.
Recognize, brother. The day after the fight, I did like 3 streams and a couple more videos, bro, because I was just trolling the fuck out of them. I mean, I heard everything. I heard homeboy from the Boxing Voice talk about they threw the towel in too soon. I heard this fucking boy 78 talk about, oh man, that shit was disgusting. I couldn't even watch it. Like, bro, you're a bitch, dog. You a fucking, like, I couldn't even watch it. I haven't been reminded of that since I was in so much pain when Tarver knocked out Roy Jones.
Yeah. I saw that shit.
It's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Cupcakes? Your stomach's bothering you?
Yeah.
You gonna start throwing up?
Yes.
And been a fuck.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, mate, don't be surprised if you hear on the news that there's a Milwaukee sniper going around. 78's ready to go and kill people, isn't it?
Yeah. I was watching that. I think the same video Johnny and all y'all watched. He said, "Man, this remind me of Tyson Douglas, man, and I only watched Tyson Douglas once. I saw it live, and I could never bring myself to watch it again.
Man, I love Tyson. I watched that fight a couple of times.
That was a great fight. It was a great fight, Buster Douglas and Tyson.
Thank you, Johnny boy. It was a good fucking fight. And Roy Jones, one of my favorites.
78 couldn't have been old when that was on, right? He couldn't have been that old. So if he's letting boxing get him down like that as a kid, then he needs help, doesn't he? When I was young, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck if my favourite fighter got knocked out. I was too busy chasing girls and playing football and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, he was probably.
He would have been a young kid when that fight was on.
Yeah, he was. I was just gonna say, Stu, he was probably like a teenager when that shit happened.
No, I wouldn't even say that. Yeah, mind you, probably. What year was that? 1990.
Because he's got a few years on you still.
Yeah, no, he would have. Yeah, he would have been a bit old. Yeah, because I was. How old was I? I was 13.
Yeah.
So he would have been he'd have been a bit older, yeah. Even
the only time I ever got like that was when I was a kid, bro. When when Gotti was at the end and he was getting whooped by all these bombs and shit because he was shot. That I can't watch that. And the only other one that pissed me the fuck off was but I was like 10 years old too. Like now I could watch it. But the only other one was Bernard beating up Tito because Tito was my man when I was a kid too. So like that, I was like, man, fuck this fight. Bernard's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Look,
I
don't want to hear fuck all about this costume weighing 40 pounds and taking his legs from him.
Bullshit.
I tell you what took Wilder's legs from him. Just watched it back. Nervous energy. The man. The cat got to him. He couldn't sit still for 2 fucking minutes. He was, that's a sign of a nervous guy. And anyone that knows about stuff like, if you're nervous, it burns energy. And like I said, with Wilder, he can't afford to be burning energy. And like I said, put another 20 pounds of muscle on as well. I mean, there's no surprise that he's losing his tank early. And let's not forget. He got hit with a big shot in round 2. I don't think anyone really mentioned it. He got hit with a massive shot in round 2. And I think that's what cut the lip. Because the lip was cut before he got dropped. And that was the punch that really hurt him. And after that, he fell to pieces, if you get one. So there's no excuse to go. Look, who asked him to come in looking like fucking... like a transformer? No one asked him to come in.
Like Super Shredder.
I don't know what. I'll tell you what. It was a brilliant outfit. It was great. It was great. It looked good as well. Whoever did it's a very skilled person. But we're here to watch boxing. We're not here to watch flashy fucking lights.
Stu, and in a perfect world, this is what would happen right now. Okay, in a perfect world, if Spence came back into a big fight, got his ass kicked, these dudes would be done. It'd be done. It'd be done.
And think about this poor woman, or maybe guy, but poor woman that put together this costume for Fury, and now she's getting heat for the loss. She's like, well, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
I just put the shit together for you.
Well, hold on, Revolution. Let me stop you right there because nobody in their right mind would fucking believe that stupid excuse anyway. But second of all, I mean, bro, I was a little kid, fucking 160 pounds when I was 18, throwing big ass 8-foot Simon's forms around, bro. Constantly in a constant rhythm, bro. Like bro, he said I had 40 pounds on my back. Bitch, you 6'7", motherfucker. I can walk 2 bags of salt up and down a flight of stairs, bro.
Johnny, I was doing that at 16, 17, something like that.
Right, me too. And
it was more than 40. It was more than 40 pounds. Wilder, come on. You telling me you don't work out with at least a 40-pound vest? Like everybody does this.
And I mean, we brought up the point last night. People in the military, Gonzalo, look, they got 5'3" women in the military running around with 50, 60-pound backpacks on in the first week.
Yeah, not to mention, they got 100 pounds on Revolution.
Yeah, but it builds up. But
let me finish, Revolution. You freckled cunt. Jesus Christ!
Calm down. Step on me. Here we go, Johnny.
I was just gonna say. Fucking these motherfuckers, especially back in the old days, like the World War II guys, and these motherfuckers got fucking 200 pounds of shit on him. Extra clips, the gun, the helmet, all the layers of clothing. Like, bro, forget about it. It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Look, when you look at it, right, most of us have got girlfriends. I bet their fucking handbags weigh 40 pounds. Their fucking handbags. Women will walk around with a handbag all day. Trust me, they weigh a fucking... Look, there's no excuse. What you're seeing is what I've been saying for ages. The entitlement of American fighters. They're so spoiled and entitled, and it's always someone else's fault as well, isn't it? You know, when they step up to fight a real guy, because they've been protected for so long, they're not ready. Like I've said before, they're not ready for it. And then when they do get beat, it's the trainer's fault. It's the costume. It's the... Look, did I say or not? Hang on a second, 1 second, John. Did I say or not, but Joe, that Mark Breeland would be out of a job tomorrow?
Yep.
The way Shelly Finkel jumped on that ring apron, that was disgusting.
And
I never seen a fucking manager.
I said straight after the fight. I said straight after the fight, Mark Breeland is now out of a job.
Is he gone?
Because I know Wilder.
Yeah. They booted him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, mate. If anyone should get the boot, it's that fucking cracker. What's his name? JD's. The yes boy that spit shines Wilder's shoes every night and tells him what he wants to hear before he goes to bed. The man's not a trainer, never will be. He would have let Wilder die in there. He'd have done a Rocky Balboa. Sat there with a towel in his hand, fucking just get out of there, man. Mark Breeland's been in there. He knows what it's like. He knows when a fighter can't win. He knows when a fighter's not got nothing left. He knows when a fight can be seriously hurt. He did Wilder
to add to your point too, like you said, when this is what happens when you fucking get all these fights lined up, set up fights for you your whole career, then you got to actually fight somebody worth a fuck. That's just like bro. That's exactly what will happen to the Charlos, bro, if they ever fight somebody. That's exactly what's going to happen to Tank Davis if he ever fights somebody. Because you're so used to just slapping these bombs in 2 rounds and getting them the fuck out of there. Then when somebody's actually competitive with you, bro, you fold, bro. That's what's going to happen to all these boys, bro. If they ever step it up,
it's an old.
That's what's going to happen to. That's what's going to happen to fucking Tank Davis if he fights somebody decent. That's what's going to happen to the Charlos if they fight Golovkin or Canelo. That's what's going to happen. That's what happens. That's what happens.
Yeah.
It's not hard for like me and Pete or whoever, if we went and played a bunch of high school kids in a football game, bro, and we're knocking people the fuck out, bro, like that don't mean nothing, bro. Like it's just too easy, bro. It's too easy.
Johnny and I were just watching a fight the other night on DAZN. What fight were we watching with the guy with the crazy eye? That was
Tevin Farmer.
Yeah, it's like the first time they hand feed him until they step him up, and then it's like too much of a fucking. Anyway, you know what? I just thought that was disgusting about Shelly Finkel up on that fucking ring apron screaming at Mark Breeland, and you noticed he wasn't at the post fight, so I figured honestly right when I saw that I figured they were gonna X him. The only thing that could have saved it is Wilder stepping in and saying yo. That's my trainer.
You see, when it comes to saving like black people's lives, he doesn't really care about that. I'm starting to notice that. But he don't question.
Who, Finkel?
No, I'm talking about the bitch Wilder. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the militant black man.
Oh.
Yeah, for some reason, when it comes to white people, he's the white people in his corners. He don't touch them. But the black guy makes one little mistake, he got to go.
Who did the right thing?
It's fucking
I can see him being upset. You know what I'm saying? I can see Wilder, I don't know. If you wanted that false right after the fight saying, what the fuck? Why'd you do that? Okay, that's right in the corner. Now that's over with now. Now you realize you're fucking concussed, fucking eardrum, fucking jaws sticking out like it belongs to some son of a bitch in the next county. That's when you go, all right, Breeland, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did what you thought was right. But
I was listening to the Boxing Voice, man. It was the funniest thing ever, man. The funniest thing ever, Pete. The Boxing Voice they had Ronnie Shields on. Ronnie Shields, man. A trainer for all these years. And listen, man, I give Ness credit. I'm be honest with you. I give Ness credit even though I think he's like You know, first of all, he's a self-admitted don't know shit about boxing. So that's one. Let's not ever forget that. I know Stu knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say that he's a self-admitted I don't know shit about boxing.
He's like
Shannon Sharp. Nez should be a host of a show. He's a brilliant host. He knows how to do all that. But when it comes to the boxing,
he's like
when
Stephen A. Smith.
he's flagging up. He knows all these fighters. He knows who they are and that lot. But he doesn't really understand the sport. That's why he jumped onto Wilder's nuts and attacked anyone that thought he could lose.
And he's trying to get Ronnie Shields to say things that he wants to hear. And Ronnie Shields not telling him that. He's like, look, he asked him, should he get a new trainer? And who should it be? Would it be? And he's like, I don't know. Would it be you? Ronnie Shields said, nah, I don't want none of those problems. He said just like that. And this is Ness. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like the man just explained to you, yo, listen, your boy that you love so much is a headache. He can't. He lacks the fundamentals. It's a shocker he's made it this far.
Yeah.
To be quite honest.
Well, give him credit for that.
Okay? Yeah, give him some credit for that. It's a shocker. No, he's gonna lose in the third fight, especially if it happens next, like in the summer or whatever. He's gonna get destroyed. You gotta.
The thing is,
Ron Shields was saying all these things. Stu, he was saying all these things.
I listened to it, mate. I heard
this
it.
Dude is disagreeing with him.
They were trying to get Ronnie Shields to train Wilder, and he was like, "I'll have none of that."
Ness sticks his foot in his mouth a few times. I've heard him try.
Because what he said was, he said JD's calls all the shots, and he can't be working under a guy that knows fuck all about boxing, basically. And I don't blame him. JD's never was a trainer. He's just a yes boy that does as Deontay says, and Deontay's going to get seriously hurt by surrounding himself with yes boys. Because I've been preaching it for how long? You have to have someone in your corner who's willing to lose their job to save you. And Mark Breeland, nothing but respect for that man. I mean, let's be real. Everyone's criticising Mark Breeland, but out of Deontay's team, he's the only one that's ever been in a boxing ring. He's the only everyone that's been punched and knocked out. He knows, man.
That Jay Diaz cat, like I say, I said it even before this shit happened. I said it 1,000 times before. You can tell it's rookie season with that guy, bro. Motherfucking Deontay Wilder be better off me holding the fucking pads for him than that fucking goofball. Real talk, man. That dude don't know that dude don't know shit, bro.
Let me ask a question real quick. When did JD's come into the picture with Wilder? Anybody know when?
I think he's been there for
the whole fucking ride.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, yeah, because I just watched a video Del Boy put up. He was talking about how he remembers when Deontay Wilder was on the come up, and he was like a lot more of a humble dude. He was just fighting for his fucking daughter and shit. And then he said over time, all these militant people got in his ear, and then he starts talking all the fucking black power and all this.
You know
like,
what?
He transformed from a regular guy to a fucking this thing he is now.
Wilder's a country boy who he did the worst mistake. He surrounded himself with city militant boys or wannabe militant dudes, and they started fucking with his head. They started bringing some shit-lib white people that are.
I don't believe. Okay, I honestly don't believe Wilder feels that way. I think he's playing up to the people that support him, like the LDBC. He knows all them guys. They all talk to him. They text him on the phone. He's playing up to these guys, thinking that's what's going to make him a big name. It's not. It's corny and people don't like it, man. And if anything,
and to add to that,
go ahead.
To add to that too, like Breeland's probably in his ear, like, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to, trying to help him out. And when you're used to having a bunch of yes men around you, you're not trying to hear that shit, bro. Like it, you know what I'm saying? Like Breeland was probably actually trying to steer him in the right direction, give him putting some fucking good advice in his head. But he's so used to having these fucking yes men around that he wasn't trying to listen to him. Yeah. That's probably.
They're calling Mike Tyson Monkey Mike now because the guy was cheering Tyson. He's Monkey Mike now, apparently.
Don't they know? Listen, who's calling? First of all, who's calling Mike? Who's calling Mike Tyson?
They was all calling on. Is that Fallon TV?
Okay, let me tell you something about that little homo. Mike Tyson at 50 plus will murder him. Not only beat him up, will murder him. Okay.
Red pants and everything. Slacks and everything.
Listen, Fannin. If this is anybody could tell Fannin this, if I swear to God, like I'm not a violent person, but he's a dude that needs to get smacked in the face. Let me tell you something. Mike Tyson was levels above Deontay Wilder. Fannin, you look like a homo. Like I'm just when I see you, I get my skin crawls because you look like a dude who sleeps with little boys. That's what you do. Okay, I will smack the
Your
shit
asshole
out of
tightens a
you
little
if you
bit when you
ever
see
come
that
up
guy.
to me. I will do what Kenny Porter did, but worse. I live in New York. You ever come to New York, I'll smack the shit out of you. I'm gonna let you come up to me. All right? I'm gonna smack you in your face, and then after you're crying, I'm gonna ask you if you want some more. Fuck out of here, man.
Look, Mike Tyson was
15%.
following. Mike Tyson was back. Mike Tyson was backing Tyson Fury for obvious reasons. Tyson Fury is named after him.
I was just going to say that.
Who's going to support the guy? It'd be wrong for someone to name their son after you, and then you hope that he gets knocked out. Look, Mike Tyson. Look, Mike Tyson's right. What happened to Mike Tyson when he surrounded himself with people like that? What happened to him? He ended up in prison. That's what happened to him. And he was never the same fighter as well. He had all these hanger on. Go on, Mike. Do it for the brothers. Yeah. Keep away from their white man.
Yeah. The thing
do this, they'll do that. As soon as he started dealing with his own people, they fucking took him to the cleaners.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
You go, then I'll go.
All right. Shut up, Revolution. But I was just gonna say, fucking, what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, bro, yeah, dude, Fanon looks like a fucking diddler all the way. But that dude, I don't know where the fuck that dude be staying somewhere around here too. I'm like, I gotta go fucking find him. I'll recognize a favor.
I wish one
of these niggas
Hold up. I wish one of these dudes were from New York, man. I wish they were. So just like they could. I'll tell them where to meet me at. I'll be like, yo, stand right there. You come just to be on the safe side. Because I don't want to go to jail. I know I won't call the cops. That's for sure. I don't trust other people that I don't know. Just come up to me, and it's on. It's on. And if you're a little dude, I'm going to start it off with a smack. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to smack the shit out of you. And then I'm going to, and if you could take that, then we throw in their hands.
Yeah.
If you're a big dude, it's on.
He hold on, Revolution.
Okay,
I wasn't true.
Go ahead.
Anyways, but yeah, I said I ought to find him and just recognize a favor and slap the fuck out of him myself. But yeah, man. Listen, man. So you're gonna get mad at Iron Mike, one of the most like praised fighters of all time, because he's rooting for the dude who's named after him.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying that.
Anyway, it isn't. If we're talking about black excellence, right? This whole thing was Deontay Wilder represents black excellence. Well, doesn't Mike Tyson represent black excellence too? Even more so. So like,
the three guys that they had up there, Revolution, which was Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson,
and
Holyfield. These are the greatest fighters that you ever will see. Revolution. Okay, these are the three greatest fighters you will ever see in your life. I'm not saying they are the best. I'm saying in terms of the best, when it comes to all-time greats, you're looking at them.
Hey guys,
it's crazy how just one thing. It's crazy how in America, a black person will diss another black person in the name of black culture.
We need to stop with the all right, we need to stop with the race talk. And by the way, we have
look to me, Fannin. Look to me, Fannin TV, right? It seems like he's being funded by PBC or someone, because some of the shit he was coming out with to defend Deontay Wilder, making excuses for the guy, it was corny as fuck. It was like a mother. It was like a mother, like, you know, when their son murders someone, but he was a good boy. You know, it's not his fault. It was like that. It was like defending everything he did, defending what he said. I mean, listen, if my hero or my fucking favorite fighter came out with, I had a bad leg before the fight, I had a few troubles here and there. My suit was too heavy. My trainer it was my trainer's fault for throwing in the towel. I could have won still. Come on, man. I mean, anyone.
Guys, hold on. No, go ahead. Finish your point.
I was just gonna say anyone that condones that sort of shit, and you're as bad as Deontay.
Yeah. Good point.
Fucking.
All right, guys, wait, hold on. We have this guy called DSFG on StreamYard. Can you hear us?
Mic check, mic check.
Perfect. Hold on, let me just turn your volume up. All right, so I think you disagree with what we're saying. If I'm not mistaken.
Who is that dude that's talking all casual, bro?
What do you say?
Yeah, that'll be me. What's up?
Where that guy at?
Where that guy at? It's right here. You don't see
Where
me.
he at?
You can
He's
hear
one
me.
of y'all.
Yo,
you was a Deontay Wilder official pure hater, bro. And I gotta expose you right now, bro.
Oh, I'm a Deontay Wilder official pure
All right,
hater.
all
Go
right.
ahead, speak.
Let him talk. Go ahead.
First of all, put this on record, bro. Deontay Wilder
Put it on your
7-5 in the first fight, bro. And you can stop being delusional and the casual about that first fight, bro. Deontay Wilder 7-5, Fury. Technically. 6-6, because the 12th round, Fury got up. Okay, made an epic fight. He got up, cool, but he lost that 12th round. Period. So now, secondly,
well, I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Bro,
let him finish. Let him finish.
Bro, don't cut me off, bro.
Go ahead, DSFG. Finish your point.
Cut me off, bro.
You're casual, bro. You're a Deontay Wilder hater, bro.
You don't know shit about
Wilder just got destroyed, man.
Secondly, Deontay Wilder just don't have a right hand, bro. So if you watch Deontay Wilder fights, you'll know that. And stop being disingenuous.
Well, it doesn't matter. The first fight doesn't matter anymore. We've done enough. Listen, we've done enough. Let me finish, please, caller. We've done enough moaning about that first fight. Whichever way you see it, that's fair enough. But listen, we've had the second fight, and your man got absolutely mutilated. There is no topic anymore. We don't even want to see Wilder again.
Do you want to talk about the second fight?
Let me say something to this.
Stop being disingenuous about that first fight, bro.
Let me say this, bro. Let me say this, homie.
Why you want to talk about the first fight?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the second fight. I'm getting to that, but I had to correct the bull about that first fight. So obviously it's 1-1. Trilogy next up.
About that first fight. We talking about the second fight and the excuses.
The second fight. Listen, we can talk about the second fight. Let's go.
Man, that was.
Do you have any excuses for him? Do you have any excuses?
Listen, we're not gonna overhype Fury performance, bro, and we're not gonna count Fury false knockdowns, bro. Because first of all, the first knockdown he ever had, that was a Deontay Wilder slip. Facts. The body shot, I can give you that. Deontay Wilder was off balance.
He slipped on his fucking ear.
You can hear the commentary say the same thing. Facts. So what other knockdowns he got besides Deontay Wilder full slips and fall, and then Fury tricked him?
Hey, check this out, bro. When you get punched in the side of the fucking head and you go down, it's called the fucking knockdown, bro. You ain't got no right to come over here and tell nobody they don't know shit about boxing, because we all know more.
I'm saying the facts. What I just said was facts, bro.
What was your prediction?
There ain't no fact.
What was your prediction,
bro? He got knocked down.
I'm gonna hit you,
bro. The knockdown was behind the head. Facts. That was a slip. Facts. The body shot. Anyway, Deontay Wilder had actually off balance. But I can give you that body shot though. I'm gonna give you that body shot though. That's the only thing you gonna have to claim. You're not gonna claim no TKO, and you're not gonna claim no KO, bro.
Oh, so we're not supposed to. Okay, so caller.
Shot with the lies, bro.
Caller.
Look, your boy nearly got killed in there. Your boy nearly got killed.
Get stopped. He didn't. You're telling me that he didn't get stopped?
Deontay Wilder did not quit. He had a left hook in exchange in that same corner, and that's when the bull threw in the towel because the ear stoppage. Facts.
Did the corner?
Facts, bro. What I just said was facts, bro. You gonna deny it?
I like this guy.
If you gonna deny it, the ref can't stop it. The towel was only thrown because the ear stoppage, bro. Cut it out.
You need to cut it out because you don't know what you're talking about, man. You're making a fool.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Did you see the fight?
Of course I saw the fight. I wouldn't be talking about it if I see it.
Okay, so you're gonna overlook the entire fight of Fury Dirty Tactics, bro.
So you're gonna overlook that your man's got beat up. That's what
you're gonna
listen, that's why they had a
nearly killed
and then the fact that he couldn't his equilibrium, you know what I'm saying? So of course Fury's gonna look good because of that. But you can't say that.
It's all right when Joshua had it
normally fought, nigga. What are you talking about?
All right, we're gonna move on.
Let me say this. Let me say
one thing.
Facts.
Congratulations to Gypsy King. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, dog, Trilogy's next up. So keep the same energy and false narrative. Deontay Wilder only have one
I
right
don't even
hand,
want to
bro.
see it again.
Absolutely.
Keep
Facts.
keep the same
Keep it
energy.
delusional.
Keep the same energy.
Curry won 2
Your man,
fights.
you were
False
talking
narrative
greasy. You were
bullshit,
talking
bro.
greasy before the fight, and your man got destroyed. So you better
He
keep
ain't
the
get
same energy.
destroyed. You want to say off night Wilder got destroyed? You can say that. Trilogy next up, buddy. Keep the
That's
same energy, bro.
a true
Yeah, you
fan.
better keep that
a
same
true
energy.
fan.
Correct yourself, bro. Correct yourself, bro, on them fights, bro. I seen the same fight
Correct
you saw,
yourself,
bro.
man. You know what? That's
It's a
tripping.
joke.
Can I ask one question to the caller? One
Yeah,
question.
Down to Wilder hated, bro.
I'm gonna ask one question because the caller called recognize a casual. Caller, have you ever
casual,
had
bro.
boxing matches
Everything
on
I
a
said was
VHS
facts. You
tape?
want to deny? You want to deny it?
Yeah, caller. Check
bro.
this.
Ain't no
Caller,
TKO.
check this
Ain't no
out. Check this
knockout.
out. Yo, shut the
You
fuck
get
up for a second. Let
2
me talk.
knockdowns,
Here.
which one of them was a slip, and the other one was a body shot. With Deontay Wilder was actually off balance, bro. The commentary even said that
Johnny,
shit, bro. So you gonna deny what the commentary said?
Yo, shut the fuck up and let me talk for a second, bro.
Man,
Here's what happened.
Okay, talk.
Here's what
But
happened.
talk facts though, bro.
The first time your boy got in there with an elite fighter, he got his ass whooped twice. He ain't fought no elite fighter besides Fury, and he got smacked the fuck up 2 times, homie.
It was not 2 times, bro. Cut it out.
It was 2
Deontay Wilder
times, bro.
7-5 in the first fight, bro. 6-6 because
nigga,
12 rounds because the first got up, bro. Ain't got extra time. And the post been waved off. And the post been waved off, bro.
Nigga, you don't know how to score a boxing match.
Go watch the fight. Recap, casual.
All right. Well, DSG, thank you for the phone call. We're gonna move on now.
I appreciate it, BDA. I appreciate it. I just speak my piece on that, bro.
That's fine.
And chill with that Deontay Wilder hater rhetoric, bro.
That's fine.
Right,
It's fine that you've got your opinion. We don't care that you're saying what you're saying, but you're having a go at us for saying what we're saying, and we're saying the facts. Your boy got fucking mutilated.
You got mollywopped, man.
It was hard to watch. I mean, let's be real, it was hard to watch. And you want to thank Mark Breeland for stopping that fight because we wouldn't have a trilogy. Wilder be in hospital now.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Brain damage, bro.
For real, think about that, caller.
All right, we
they
have phone.
They hating on Mark Breeland and loving this fucking dude Jay Diaz, man. Y'all some fools, man.
All right, we got a phone. Okay, before we get to the phone call, okay, we'll get to a phone call, then the super chat. Phone call, sorry, caller 501. You're on the air. $501. All right.
They scared.
All right, hold on.
They saw the last one and they all started dropping off.
I like how this dude was telling me I'm tripping, I'm bugging out, I'm a casual. I'm like, because I thought he got beat up. I mean, the results say he got beat up.
Caller, have you ever cried over a lost boxing VHS tape collection?
Hey, general, exactly. Thank you.
How could you?
The general of the LDBC thinks the fight should have been stopped. Okay.
Who's that? 78?
Yeah. Don't get mad at me. 78 thinks that. Go talk to him. Okay.
Yeah.
He thought the fight was. He thought that Breeland getting fired or Breeland being the scapegoat was the wrong thing. He was like, yo, he's doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what I heard. Because, I was trolling the big man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see if he was going to cry. So, I listened. I'm not going to lie. I listened just in case he does start crying. I could record it and play it for a little while.
Yeah. All right. 469, you're on the air. 469. Oh, no, sorry. Oh, the guy dropped off. We got another phone call. 469, you're on the air. 469.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. You're on the air.
Girl?
I don't know. Turn off your speakers.
Can I just talk to you without being on the air?
What?
We're not on the air. Go ahead, talk to us.
Yeah, you can't hear you.
Look, this is the boxing show, not the fucking Samaritans. Get on with it.
No. Listen. No. Just listen to me.
It's between me and you.
The reason why I lost, it was the second round. When he hit Tyson Fury didn't move. He lost his courage. He lost his wings. That's where he started beating him. Because it's a one-trick pony. You can't go to a match with just a gun. What if your gun doesn't crack? He just fights with one right hand. No left hook, no uppercut, no jab, nothing. He doesn't have technique, nothing. If you go back the third time, it's going to disgrace him. It's going to kill him. He should not go back the third time.
Amen.
Samuel Peters?
I was.
No, you're right. He's right.
I was just Revolution. You got all kinds of echoes too, but fucking, I was just gonna say, homie, did you just jack a boat from Tom Hanks or no?
No, but hey, that's a good call,
You don't
man.
have to worry about anything. It's just me, you, and the web. You don't have to worry about nothing else. But go ahead.
It's a good call. Good call.
Good call.
So you don't want to see a third fight?
No. They will beat this guy. They've been picking. This is cherry picking. This is cherry picking go wrong. You know, this is the first elite fighter he fought. They said Ortiz. Who did Ortiz beat? Ortiz never beat nobody. Nobody know Ortiz. This is the first elite fighter he fought. If he fight AJ or
Oh shit! I hung up on the wrong person. Call back, man. Sorry. Yeah. Somebody's calling. Okay, hold on. Can I say something? If you're calling from long distance, do not do it. I keep saying we don't have a 1-800 number. So if you want to call,
go ahead.
No, use the StreamYard link if you're calling from outside.
Oh, I got you. You calling from overseas?
No, that guy wasn't calling from overseas. That guy, but there was another one.
Yeah.
So if you are that guy calling from that weird number, don't do it. All right. Sorry, we got 469 back. Ah, you're back. Sorry. Go ahead. 469.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that he got hot. Don't get me wrong. He's strong. He's a strong black man. He's a proud black man. But you got to learn something. You have to fire everybody in his team. Everybody. He got to go start from the basics. Take 6 months off. 1 year, learn things. But he's not going to learn. Because the reason he's not going to learn, he started making excuses already. When you make excuses, you don't learn. And the reason people are rejoicing, he got too much big mouth. He got big mouth. He talks too much.
Revolution, you need to mute your mic. There's all kinds of echoes coming from you.
Brahma just beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
And his fans, they don't tell him the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody's telling him the truth.
We are, but he doesn't want to hear us.
You know, this guy made this fight about black people. Disgrace all black people in the whole world.
Hey, caller. He fired the black guy. He didn't fire the white guy. How do you feel about that?
I know he's supposed to fire the white guy. The white guy don't love you. The white guy want him killed.
That white guy wants him dead.
If you've ever
that
fight,
white devil.
if you've ever been in the ring, whether you play judo, whether you play MMA, you know what fighting about. The white guy never fight in his life, but the black guy is Olympic. He's Olympian. He has fought him before. He knows how to fight. Deontay is so dumb. Trust me, he's so dumb.
I'm with you, caller. Fuck these crackers. I agree with you.
Hey, 469, thank you for the phone call. We're going to move on, all right? Take care. All right, we got more phone calls here. Let's get through them. 401, you're on the air, 401.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
How are you?
Hey, where are you guys from?
All right.
Chicago, New York, Puerto Rico, Florida.
Just want to bring up the costume issue. Why are those guys using costumes?
I don't know. I mean, look, it's all right, but apparently Wilder was too stupid to realize that it was. How much is it now, guys? Is it like 60 pounds of costume? That
40,
maybe...
he went to 60, I believe.
Right.
Yes.
So from 40 to 60 pounds of costume, apparently it wore him out. He was so zapped. By the time the fight started, he was just a dead man walking, and it was just his pure strength that allowed him to take a beating for 7 rounds. And his trainer threw in the towel, and now he's fired. And, you know, it's a big mess. Yeah.
Pure African strength.
Yeah, but above all, Man, back in my time, I'm 32, so back in my time, there was no caution thing. There was only boxing, man.
What are you
whatever
implying
happened
here?
to old, fucking ring robe, the towel, just regular old shit. Why do we gotta look like movie characters now?
Man, I used to carry cement bags where the building didn't have any fucking elevators, and it was like 5 flights. But yeah, we had to carry that shit up. You know, it was no problem for me. I'm not as big as Wilder, I could tell you that for sure. And I managed to do it and keep doing it, right? So I'm sure he can. I'm sure 40 pounds or 60 pounds by next week it'll be 100 pounds. I'm sure he could do it just for like a ring entrance and go on there and shoot a fair one.
All right, 443, you're on the air. 443. What's this guy saying?
Yeah, what's up? You hear me?
Yep. Welcome to the show.
All right. Cool. Let me just say, I called it fighting on the inside with neutralize the dude, but I know people don't believe it, but I think Wilder can come back
against Fury
in the trilogy.
In a trilogy, okay.
Against Fury.
Do you think he should go straight into it,
just don't wear the costume?
Caller.
Just don't wear the costume, right?
Do you think he should go?
Come out like Mike Tyson with the black trunks and some black Air Forces, and you can't beat anybody in black Air Forces. Boom.
That's a good point.
Hey, caller, do you think he should go right away into that third fight, or should he have a fight?
No, the thing is though, hang on.
I don't. Honestly, I would like to see him go right away, just because it finishes up the contract. He's gonna lose most likely. Move on with our lives, and he can go back to cans, tomatoes, whoever the Uber drivers. I think so. Yeah, I'm for your rematch.
Yeah,
because you want to be healthy.
Right.
The thing is, cool.
Stu, you're breaking up.
This is my problem with the rematch. I know Wilder fans keep mentioning Anthony Joshua coming back. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
No. Yes, I hear you.
All right, caller. Anything else?
Nah. Just keep doing what y'all. Be easy.
All right, take care. All right, Stu, go ahead. The color's gone. His connection was pretty bad. Go ahead, Stu. All right, Stu's having some problems.
See, what happened was, I think the reason why they want to rush to this third fight is because I think they're afraid of the AJ Fury fight taking off. You know what I'm saying? But they're not realizing. I think what's going to end up happening. I could be wrong. Right now, he's on adrenaline from getting his ass whipped. He's almost like in a quiet, like he's in a depression, and he doesn't realize it. So he's reacting. Everything
damage control.
Right. It's a little bit of damage control, but it's coming from a place of, damn, I got my ass beat. Right. But I think he's gonna realize, and you know what? Some of it I think is fake. This is to hold on to his fans. He knows he got his ass beat. He knows he needs to change a lot of things. Because look, this is what we've been saying about Deontay Wilder. I'm not saying he can't come back from this and become great. I doubt it. I really doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
What I said was, Wilder keeps fighting the way he does, somebody's going to beat his ass. And I was right. And his fans on YouTube, you guys were 100% wrong. You kept saying he doesn't need boxing skills.
Mm-hmm. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
In a sport called boxing. What do you mean you don't need a boxing? You need boxing skills. And he got tore up. And that's it. People like myself and on this panel, we were 100% right. Nothing could ever change that. If Wilder comes back and becomes great, it's because he switched his style up. Okay? He learned how to box. He learned the fundamentals. That shit was he was on borrowed time with that shit. And he got destroyed. That's what happened.
He was on borrowed time like fucking Stringer Bell was after he had the nephew killed, I reckon. But
exactly.
Yeah, he was on borrowed time.
He was fucking Bell. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. Yeah, we all knew it was coming one of these days. I'm glad Fury was the one to do it on account of he got fucked over in the first fight, though. That was a little, icing on the cake there, little twist of the knife. So
I just want to read a super chat here. Ludi Lagoo, he said Wilder walked in with a 40-pound suit and a ton of excuses like his fanboys. Laughing my ass out. That's right. A lot of excuses.
let me
yeah.
Let me find out that costume weighed about 6 pounds altogether.
Can you imagine? It's like made out of plastic and everything. Yeah.
You know what? I don't even believe him. I don't even believe him till I see that costume laid on a scale, showing me that it's
40 pounds.
Yeah, and even then, I'm still not going to believe it affected your outcome of the fight either. You got your ass whooped, point blank. Period.
Go ahead, Stu.
I enjoyed the ring walks. I thought it was great. I mean, that you could tell he paid a few quid for it. I mean, talking about $40,000, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, any man that spends $40,000 on a ring entrance costume deserves to get knocked out. You know, and look, when people say, "Oh, well, Joshua came back," you know, Wilder can do it. Joshua has got Plan B in his game. Wilder hasn't. Wilder can't go on the back foot and use his feet, be slippery, and pop shot his way to a point when it's impossible for him to do that. So how does he change things up to beat Tyson Fury next time? When Tyson Fury is going to have another camp behind him, going to be even stronger, and obviously spent more time with Sugar Hill, he's going to get better. That sort of style. I said, with that punching power, I suppose he's got a chance. I don't know. That would have crushed his confidence, and I'm not sure he's going to take it. I think once he's thought about it, I think he might pull out of it.
What do you
Because
guys?
If he loses again, if he gets battered again, he's finished.
What do you guys think is going to happen to the actual costume? Think he's going to chuck it? They're going to raffle it off? Is he going to keep it? Like, what do you think? Because there's a curse around it now. You know, if you spend 40 grand on a costume coming to the ring, you know, it's like a souvenir. You keep it.
Revolution. This is what needs to happen to it. It never needs to be bought again because that dude looked like a fucking Dragon Ball character walking into the fucking ring, bro. Like, you look dumb, dog. You look like a fucking bro. You look like one of them dudes off of fucking Starship Troopers with that goofy ass fucking costume you had on to begin with. I wasn't a fan of neither one of them fucking dudes' ring entrances, and I said that on the night of the fight. But Wilder's was just over the top stupid. You look like a fucking bootleg Darth Vader, and then you come out with a bunch of fucking black Nazi music on top of it, bro. It was disgraceful.
Yeah. It's.
I don't like that.
But I'm sure, like, you know, Foreman. Go ahead, Pete. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead.
Go, baby. I'm gonna do something here. Go ahead. Get it out of your system.
I was just saying, man. Like, you know, I'm sure, like, George Foreman got a wardrobe with like some of his old fucking robes and shit he walked to the ring with. You know, a lot of you guys probably save him and shit. Wilder spent 40 G's on it, and now it's gonna sit there in his closet looking at him. He's gonna weep. I don't know. I'm running out of shit to say about the fight. There's so much talk about it over the past few days. I'm ecstatic still. I'm happy. And yeah, I think with that, I'm going to jump off because I just said I don't have anything else to say.
All right. Thank you for joining us, man.
Here you go. Everybody, goodbye.
All right, people, the phone lines are open. Call in.
We
also have a StreamYard link if you live outside the US or Canada. So let me just put this goddamn link. We want to hear from you.
Here's a question for you guys. Will you pay to see the trilogy?
Hell fucking no. No.
What about the Americans?
Lucho, you'll pay for it, you motherfucker.
No, I don't give no.
What about the Americans? Because they'll get hit with $80. Recognize, Johnny?
$80, so what? Hey, let me, if we have a lull here, if we have just a little break, let me just jump in 1 second. I came inside my orifice from fucking my truck up. I'll fuck it up later tonight. But let me go back a couple of steps with everybody, all right? Like, I haven't listened to anybody else. I got on with Mark today, this about an hour and a half ago. And that's the first time I spoke about the fight. So, like the information that we're getting about no ruptured eardrum and it was the costume or whatever, where is this coming from? Wilder's mouth, or is this like a Shelly Finkel fucking statement? Where is this coming from? Wilder's mouth, or anybody got any?
That's a good question.
What's coming from Wilder's mouth?
The excuses.
Okay, for instance, the outfit, the Mardi Gras outfit weighing too much. I came out like a Mardi Gras float, and that weighed 40 fucking pounds. That came out of, that's Wilder's statement.
He said, "Yeah, come on." Well, how would Shelly Finkel know how much it weighs? It's not like he wore the fucking thing. Look, Wilder's one of them guys that has to find someone to blame when things don't go right. I mean, this guy will blame people even when he don't knock someone out. So what's it going to be like when he gets knocked out himself and beat up badly? Look, he came in there, like I said, with I think that entrance, I think, was a bit tasteless, right? And I think we all know where he was going with that entrance of that suit, and he embarrassed himself. Look, mate, that guy doesn't. I'd hate to be a fighter and get knocked out in front of millions of people, especially battered like that, man. I mean, it's going to take some coming back. That is, and I don't think Wilder's that guy that can come back. And I think mentally he could be. And I don't think we're going to
look in the biggest stage. In the biggest stage of his career, because this rematch, from everything you hear, and I believe it, was probably his biggest numbers. He lost. Okay, now look, can Wilder come back and win this and redeem himself? I guess anything is possible. As of right now, it just happened. Doesn't look that way to me, at least. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Okay, now that doesn't mean because I think, or we think, he can't come back for this, that he can prove us wrong. What we've always said is that Wilder is a poor fighter. He doesn't have boxing fundamentals. I think Antonio Tarver said this, and I know people don't like Antonio Tarver and how he's going to be a cone, even though he's black militant too. You know what I'm saying? If anybody knows Tarver. He just gave his honest assessment. He said Wilder doesn't need a trainer. He needs a teacher. He needs somebody who can teach him the boxing fundamentals. He doesn't have it, bro. This was a matter of time. Fury beat him because he's the better fighter. He took the fight when he was 100% ready for this fight. He did some. He tweaked some things he had to do, and he got the results he was looking for, which was not only to win, to stop Wilder, to embarrass him. That's what he did. Wilder, in my opinion, what he should do, and I heard Ronnie Shields say this, and I know he got a lot of slack from those crazy nut jobs over there in TV, the Boxing Voice, is he should take some time off. Right now, it's fresh. He's speaking from a guy who just got beat. He doesn't even realize this.
I recognize.
He needs to get in the ring and spar, see how he can take that before he even thinks about fighting Tyson Fury. Before honestly, not even Tyson Fury, before he fights anybody else, because he's so focused on getting his get back that he's going to leave himself in a vulnerable position. And I think if he has this fight right away,
let me explain to you
what's going to happen. He's going to get beat up the same way.
Let me explain to you why he needs to take this rematch. Okay, because when AJ fought, this is a tweet that Deontay Wilder posted right after AJ lost against Ruiz. He wasn't a true champion. His whole career consisted of lies, contradictions, and gifts. Facts, and now we know who was running from who. Facts. I love that word. Facts.
He likes that facts.
So
huh? I like that. Facts.
Yeah. So there you have it. Facts from Deontay Wilder. All right.
But this is after his loss from or this was after
the first, obviously, when AJ lost
after
against
AJ's
Ruiz.
After AJ's lost to Ruiz.
Yeah. Now AJ managed to make the comeback. Wilder needs to do the same thing because he was talking shit.
Right. I agree with you. And he's getting caught up. You know what it is? He's like, damn, man, I look stupid right now. Right? Like he's at that stage. He's at that point of his of the ass whipping that everything is coming to, into his head. He's having all these nightmares and all his words are coming. They're replaying in his head. So he wants to get his get back. That's not the way to do it, man. Yo, you learn how to box first.
Yep. Yeah, but because you recognize that fucking ship has sailed. No, that fucking horse is out of the barn door at this point. No one's gonna teach this guy anything. Not that at 34 years old they should.
I don't think so. I'm with you.
I mean, who's gonna teach Breeland? Listen.
A jab.
Again, I think it's despicable what I've never seen a fucking manager, 85,000-year-old manager like Shelly Finkel, get up and scream at Mark Breeland at a fucking trainer like that. That's fucking bullshit. That's a locker room shit, if it's anything.
Yeah.
You knew right then and there that Breeland was gonna get axed. I mean,
they disrespect
Breeland's
him.
hands. He was like he felt like, damn, I'm getting attacked by. I expect the fighter to protest it, but who's this fucking guy?
He's not even in the ring.
Right.
Like he's
my accountant's up on the apron now. My accountant's up on the apron. The ghost of fucking Christmas past is up here with.
And if Wilder was a real man,
pyramid dust under his fucking nails, man.
If Wilder was a man of principle, you know this, Pete, he would have checked Shelly Finkel.
Yeah,
listen. Don't ever talk to him like that again.
I couldn't believe that I saw that on camera, and you saw that Breeland wasn't at the post fight. So, what I'm saying is this: it might be a paycheck off the table for Breeland now, but honestly, you ain't got no control over this motherfucker. You can't tell Wilder nothing. You can't tell him nothing from a PR level. I'm sure they've tried. You can't tell him nothing from a promotion level. You can't. He's fought the same way every fight we've seen him in. Mm-hmm. I know people say he's gotten a little bit better in the weight and this and that, but honestly,
you said it from game over,
right?
Game over. Game over.
Game over.
No, not game over, but definitely there's no new games being taught to Wilder. This dog ain't learning no new tricks. He recovers. He's gonna be winging that right hand like he's got a dagger in it.
He ain't learn no new tricks, bro. If anything, not to mention he's at that age where he's gonna start declining anyway. He's 34 years old. Another year or two, he's gonna be on a downward slope anyways. So he's not learning nothing new. And also, yeah, man, fuck Wilder. He sucks.
All right,
let's calm down. Let's calm down.
I'm not saying that he's got to hang it up. 34 years old for a heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
For a heavyweight is not. Listen, this guy's not making 47. He's not Chocolatito. He's got as many fights as he wants to go ahead of him, but he's going to fight the same way every time. If he was going to change, he would have fucking changed when he got checked by Spilka. You know what I'm saying? This guy's doing the Dougie. He was doing the Millie Wop and the Dougie. As Matrix says, he was doing the Dougie. In all of his fights, man, he's been checked a bunch of times. So that aside, that's A. B, I think what we got here is a pretty simple guy in Wilder. Fucking pretty simple human being. Let me just say it like that. He said his body was a unique vessel. Okay? Now, I think his brain might be a unique vessel because, listen, he just got his ass kicked. He got walked down. He got ran through. He didn't win a round. I don't think I gave him a round. I don't think I saw him. I don't go back and watch these fights over again, right? I must admit. But from my recollection, I saw him throw one right hand that had anything on it, any kind of steam, any kind of straight shot. I saw Fury either roll it or catch it with his glove. And from then on out, ever since that jab in round 2, he was on Queer Street since round 2, no? Do I have that right? Do I have that?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
He
was fucked up since round 2, since that jab landed.
Yeah.
All right. So he got fucking ran through. I mean, he got just basically ran over, just like ran over. It wasn't even a fight. He had to struggle to get him around. So the point being, yeah, he can come back.
Can he beat Fury? No, right?
Do you think the third fight's going to be that lopsided? I don't think it can be that lopsided.
I think
hang on.
so.
Did you expect that lopsided of a fight? I know you predicted a knockout. Stu called it, even the round. Bucho, you called it.
Yeah.
He's going to knock his ass out.
Yes.
Did you think it was going to happen like that?
Yes, but I did expect like at least 3 rounds where nothing was really going to happen, but not
Yeah.
straight at like
Like a
no,
feeling
no.
out, like a feeling
yeah,
out.
feeling
trade.
out.
I mean, he
rounds,
just fucking mowed him over.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
like
I didn't
Golovkin type shit. That was like Golovkin versus nobody type shit.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah.
He just fucking mowed his ass over like he was like standing on the train tracks.
Yeah, it looked like Golovkin fighting Steve Rolls up in there. But L Dog has made a good point in the chat. Yo, we got almost 300 people in the building. Hit the fucking like. Quit scratching your fucking pecker. Pull your hand out of your goddamn pants and hit the like button, you fucking momos. Come on.
Booby.
Yeah. Thank you, Johnny.
Hans Booby. Speaking of Booby, yeah, Shelly Finkel should be fucking
we got a bunch
ashamed
of phone
himself.
calls here. We got a
That
bunch of phone calls.
motherfucker's despicable,
Hold on.
bro.
929, you're on the air. 929.
Virtuoso.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What's up? What's on your mind?
Yo. No, I just wanted to second what Ricky Nuts was talking about. I mean, what Wilder is going through right now, and a lot of his fans are going through, is just straight up denial. He's trying to marginalize his failures in the ring with all these types of excuses, you know. And I guess, you know, he wants that immediate rematch. Yes, because he's hyped. You know, he wants to prove everybody that he can still do it. But you know, again, this is boxing. It's like, you know, there's an answer to everything. You know, it's like there's this whole concept about being perfect for 2 seconds. It wound up being bullshit. You know, I fought for it. You know, I picked him to win. But you know, it's like, all right, that's just so one-dimensional. You know, he's a one-dimensional fighter, and it's like he didn't work on things to work on. Ever since, like the last time he actually tried to use angles or use his athleticism was against the first fight around fucking Berlin, you know. He was athletic.
What Virtuoso? What'd you just say? The last time we saw him try to move and take angles was what?
Was against the Stavern. He was more athletic than he was now. Because like
Stavern stood there like a fucking like one of those dummies with the fucking mannequins that you fucking whip on, man. You just anybody can move around Stavern.
It's just craziness with him. Like it's like, come on, man. It's like you're not gonna get better. Like, what are you gonna learn in like 6 months, man? You're not gonna learn that much, man. It's like you need time to work on your fucking game, man. You need to work on defense, on trying to take away your opponent's best weapon, and that's something that and you know, since Pete, you brought that up, that this guy Shelly Finkel was jumping on the apron. That's, to me, he's also desperate because he knows that the Brady train is fucking stopped. Because that's
that's been desperate for a long time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what?
He's getting desperate. The whole LBBC, all these niggas is getting fucking desperate. So now you have that caller coming in a few calls ago, you know, talking all this shit, you know, saying, "Oh, we're gonna come back." I'm like, come back from what? He's been shit for a while, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and then they got the nerve. You know, it was funny because like one time I posted a meme of Marcellus Wilder, you know, on the deck. You know, it's like, yo, where Big Bro at? And it's, you know, I'm just me, you know, having a laugh, and then I get some fucking Debbie Downer telling me, yo, that's how much hatred you have for the man. And it's like, I'm like, okay, first of all, I mean, this guy who tried to curb this nigga in Brazil in front of his wife and family with a bunch of dudes, you know, trying to be all mad. You know, he's a tough guy, you know, when he got a crew around him. But solitary, you know, he ain't shit. You know, and second of all, I mean, it's funny, it's ironic how these people are just calling myself like a squad victim mother, and yet they have the audacity to call a grown man their king.
Yo, you guys bring up a lot. I tell you one thing from somebody who's completely detached from the whole deal, like never really been a big Wilder, never really thought much of Wilder or Fury, to be honest, and trying to be objective. Right. Y'all bring up some good points, man. Wilder's, hang on a minute. This is Shelly Finkel calling me.
Holy
right
shit,
now.
we got a lot of phone calls. Virtuoso. Thank you for your call.
No, you hold on, Bucho. God damn it. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Sorry.
Thanks, Virtuoso.
All I'm saying though is this: Wilder. You guys bring up some good points. Wilder's done some shitbag stuff. You're all right with the text.
Shelly Finkel is calling Pete.
Yeah, I gotta call Shelly back. Hello. The thing is, the you guys bring up Bucho's bringing up the Twitter after AJ's knockout.
Yeah.
You know, AJ's TKO, and then you know what, Virtual just brought up the hotel incident. You know what? I might have to pile on Wilder here a little bit. Next caller. Take the call.
All right. Thank you for that, Pete. 267, you're on the air. 267.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Dre out of Philly. How y'all feeling?
Pretty good.
Dre out of Philly. What's up, Dre?
Chilling. Everything's good. But I don't know with the whole Wilder situation, man. I'm just like elated that happened to him. I mean, because if you think about his whole career, we look at it like the only two top 10 people he's beat. Bermane Stiverne became top. I don't know how the hell he became top 10 by beating Chris Arreola. But once he beat Chris Arreola for a vacant spot, that pretty much he beat him and became the champion. And then Wilder pretty much beat Bermane Stiverne. Then when he fought Luis Ortiz, we already know the backstory with Luis Ortiz, and he stopped him. But we all know Luis Ortiz wasn't really in his prime. So you think about it, the only like top 10 fighter Wilder ever fought in their prime was Tyson Fury, and he got starched. Like in 11 years, the first top 10 guy really he fought was Tyson Fury, and he got starched. But I don't feel bad for the dude, honestly. I mean, y'all touched on some points. Would you say?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dre.
Oh yeah, I don't feel bad for the dude, honestly, because you look at it. Okay, if it's a fighter, say if there was a fighter, and they asked fighter A, like, do you want to fight fighter B? And fighter B just said, fighter A was like, no, I don't want to fight fighter B, and I'll leave it at that. But they kept asking Wilder if he wanted to fight Joshua. He kept making excuses, and then after Joshua beat Andy Ruiz, Wilder like, okay, good for Joshua, but you'll never see me fight the Brit. I'm not fighting the Brit. Then what's the point of you being a champion if you don't want to chase glory like Ali did, like Holmes did, like Tyson did, like Lennox did, like a myriad of other heavyweight champions? What's the point of you even being a fighter?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad he got iced. The dude's a fraud.
No.
Hey, Dre,
fraud,
I've been saying it forever, man, and a lot of other guys on YouTube. When he got out of the Alexander Povetkin fight, and before that, he said that he wasn't ready to fight Vladimir Klitschko after he beats Stiverne. I said to myself, this dude doesn't want to face punchers. That's what's going on here, right? And you see the same treatment that he gave Dillian White. You know, look, I don't look. It's boxing. It's not personal for me, but I can see through this guy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is smoke and mirrors in terms of his aura of this dangerous man. Like, of course, yes, he punches hard. There's no doubt, but that's all punch. He's a one-punch guy. That's all he is. He's not even really a boxer. I can't even say he's a boxer puncher. What he is, Dre.
Hold on, my thing is, brother, just be a man. Take it. He said, okay, I wore an outfit that was 40 pounds or 40 plus pounds, and I took away from my legs. If you look at medieval battles, like when they used to fight, like when the Brits used to fight, ironically, he got defeated by a Brit. But when the Brits used to fight, some of them dudes literally used to fight whole wars in 40-pound armor, sometimes heavier than that. You had archers who would like shoot bows that were 80 pounds back to back in actual live wars, fighting against a lot of different people. If you look at it from like a historical point of view. Yeah. So you telling me 45 army dudes like right now, like modern day army dudes, their backpack and equipment is up to 30, 40, 50 pounds to this day. Like, and that's like, and they're still fighting in wars and going up mountains and stuff. So just too many excuses. Be a man, take your loss and come back. But there's no way he could beat Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury just got his number. And like Tyson Fury he's too one-dimensional. All you got to do is literally like push him off his back foot. And if you realize like Tyson stood up tall, he kept feinting and jabbing. And even when Fury, because Wilder hit him with like maybe one or two good right hands, but Fury was like so upright that he was like, he took the distance off of it. Only way Wilder can land that right hand is if he gets proper distance off of it. And he just doesn't have the confidence he has. Like, he don't have the confidence. I'm going to say this and I'm going to go because I don't want to hold y'all up. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, look how, to your point, it's like, look how wide his legs are. Like a guy who's throwing a 1-2, he stands. Excuse me. What I meant to say is his stance, his footwork is of a guy who's letting off the 1-2. He's letting off the 1-2 at the 2 mark. when your legs start to spread, you drag your front foot into your opponent with your lead hand with the jab, and then you cock over.
Right.
And in his case, he's a righty. You cock over with the right. He's standing like that, right? Like he's about to throw the overhand right the whole fight. So he's already telling me what he's trying to do, and that means that he's not mobile. So because he's, when you're in that stance, you can't be mobile at that stance. So all I gotta do is hit this dude with a jab. I'm punching him offline already. Punching him offline. Okay, so that's all Fury did. And
all right,
look.
Yeah, we gotta move on. We had a bunch of phone calls. Dre, thank you for the phone call, man. You have a good night.
Thanks, Custom Matrix. Custom Auto Matrix. Get out of here.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Callers are dropping off because they're waiting too
Sharing
long.
my
I think
all you gotta do.
Hey, Bucho, real quickly. I was just gonna say I'm blocking a couple people in the chat because they're just spam sex motherfuckers in here. So don't think I'm.
Hey.
All right, 941. 941. You're on the air. 941.
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
Hello,
Florida.
you guys hear me?
Yes.
From Florida. What's up, Florida?
What's up, Florida?
Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to say this is Giuseppe from Florida. I want to say salute to Johnny. I listen to his channel all the time.
Hey, Paisan, what's up, brother?
From Inglewood. Live from Inglewood.
You guys. That's right, baby. Inglewood, 941. I want to come to you guys with a little bit of a different angle. I feel like nobody has really commented on. I believe Wilder has to take the rematch because he's in deep with a lot of people. There's a lot of people that have been backing him his whole career that have sunk millions of dollars into promoting him and into his fights. And this is a cash out. He's 35 years old.
I agree with that.
You know, from all the preliminary rumblings from ESPN is saying that this did over 1 million, 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. So they're cashing him out. They're throwing him to the wolves. That's why before the fight he was so panicked, because he knows it's over. It's over.
You know something, Giuseppe? You bring up an excellent point, because I thought going into this fight, what I thought was this was going to be the make or break situation for Wilder. Okay? They said, look, we're going to make a lot of money for this fight. Wilder wins, we the big, we're the big ticket. That's basically what it is. We're the big ticket from here on out. That's how they saw it. And I also thought that they didn't expect by the reaction of Shelly Finkel, but the guy that's in the behind the scenes, Al Heyman, sees it for what it is. It's like, look, if he gets past it, great. We could work on that. If he don't, then we're gonna start cashing this dude out after this fight. Whatever happens, we cash him out. We made a lot of money, and so did Wilder.
He's gonna take that third fight, guys. I hate to burst everybody's bubble. Why
No, I
wouldn't
know
he?
he's gonna take that third fight. I'm with you on that.
It's gonna do pay-per-view. It's gonna be all the. What was that first caller's name? I can't remember. I'm gonna call him Bonafide. Bonafide, the first caller.
Yeah.
Like Bonafide's he's gonna order the shit out of that thing. All you white supremacist motherfuckers that are gonna order the shit out of that thing. I mean, it's gonna be a rematch that people are gonna buy. You might as well take it. If you don't take it, you fucking lose it.
Yeah.
And I mean, how much worse could you? I mean, what is he gonna do? Get sparked in the first round?
Yes.
Like boots up in the air like Bernard Hopkins? It's not gonna get any worse than that, dog.
I don't know about that.
You know?
I don't know about that. Caller, anything else?
Giuseppe La Rocca.
No, that's it. That's it. Just a lot of. He owes a lot of people a lot of money. He's got a lot of managers backing him. Lou DiBella, Shelly Finkel, Al Heyman. And you better believe all these people are going to want to get paid for basically carrying him throughout his whole career, not fighting any contenders, setting up all these BS fights with who really knows how old Luis Ortiz is, let's be honest, you know.
Yo, he went through Murderer's
And
Row, though. Let's be
it.
fair. He went through Murderer's Row. Stavern.
Hey, Giuseppe.
Okay, come on.
Second Stavern fight.
All right, come on. All right, Giuseppe, we're going to have to move on, all right? But thank you for the phone call.
Hey,
All
Giuseppe,
right.
take care,
Love the
Paisan.
show.
God bless, brother.
Salute.
All right.
Stay dry, Giuseppe. Stay
All
dry.
right, we got another phone call. 608. You're on the air. Okay, 608.
Yeah. Hey, nice to hear that you guys on the show here. I saw the fight. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
How's
Go
it
ahead.
going, man?
Good,
Rochester,
good.
New York. We got Mike Tyson coming to Rochester, New York on the 7th. I'm going to go to see his little stand-up show. But anyways, talking about Wilder, his ego is so big, and he didn't get caught cold. He took a beat down. He got a mugging. He was thrown to the floor. He was just humiliated. Dude, he got his bell rung. You never see boxers come back from that with their full potential again, with all that, you know what I'm saying? I think he's got his ego is hurt, his pride is hurt.
Is it game over?
Yeah.
He's never going to recover from that, I don't think.
Do you think he? All right, so basically, you already answered the question. You don't think he'll recover, right?
Not mentally. Man, did you see his wife sitting on the floor, and he's sitting there, and he's just...
I seen them titties.
He wasn't the Space Invader like he came into the thing. He's never going to be that again.
Oh, listen,
his aura's taken away from him.
Forget the 40-pound outfit. That walk from the suite to the locker room, that fucking 10-minute stroll through the goddamn MGM grounds with the biker, with the looking like Freddie Mercury with his jacket with his chains on it. I don't know what the hell that was. Those titties were out there though. Those titties were right there in the camera. But I will say this. Like, if there's any mentality that's going to move forward, it's Wilder. Meaning, I'm not trying to shit on the guy.
I don't think he could ever recover from that. Who's ever taken a beating like that and then regained their mental toughness? You
Fernando
know what I'm saying?
Vargas.
He didn't get caught
You got to have a
cold.
certain level
He
of
didn't just
intelligence.
take a
man.
loss.
You got to have a certain level of intelligence to think about it like that. This fucking guy, I'm not trying to pile onto him, but the tweet that Bucho put up and the hotel incident that Virtuoso brought up, well, let me say this. The guy's brain's the size of fucking pea. This is fucking pea. I mean, a very, very simple man. Let's just say it like that. The motherfucker, all he knows how to do is come forward, dagger style. Like, he's blowing this off. They're Shelly Finkel's telling him whatever you got to tell him. You know, it was the outfit. It was the fucking... All I ever heard Deontay Wilder say after the fight was, "I had some things before the fight." His quote was out of his mouth was, "I had some issues before the fight." I don't know if he meant in training camp. Maybe he had a miscarriage. I don't know.
He had a miscarriage. Yeah,
could be.
Yeah, maybe he miscarried.
He said no. He said his suit was 40 pounds and his legs were tired.
I'm talking about
kind of
microphone
shit is
in his face after the fight.
Oh.
All I heard him really say was, I had some issues before leading up to the fight. He kept it at that. And then he said, but all due respect to Fury. So look, if there's a guy that thinks about it, what happened, he's going to review. He's not going to watch that film. He's not going to fucking think about this shit. He's going to heal up. Finkel's going to be telling him, look, it was the 40-pound outfit and it was
it was the 40-pound outfit.
That's Bob Arum. But anyways, a caller. Anything else? Because we really have to move on. We have a lot of phone calls. So anything else?
Man, hey, good talking to you, but it wasn't the 40-pound outfit. And once you get your bell rung like that, I don't think you ever really fully recovered.
It was the 40. It was the 40 pounds that Fury had on him. That's what it was.
All right,
what's he gonna come back dumber?
All right, we got this guy has been waiting for a while. It's 256. You're on the air. 256.
What's good, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. I'm from Alabama, so I know a lot about Deontay Wilder, man.
How do you feel?
Sound like
I'm kind of what you call an insider.
Oh, what do you got for us?
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, man. I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, but Deontay Wilder is a one-trick pony. I'm sorry.
Oh,
he does no training. He does not jog. The only thing he does is the pad work and the little body shot pad. That's it. He don't train. He has sex before fights.
for motivation, what he call it. He don't run.
Oh wow.
He just don't. He got so much potential, but he don't live up to his potential. If you want to put it that way,
he
does not live up to his
right?
potential.
I agree. He had potential.
believe that.
I agree. He had potential.
Hey, caller, you from Alabama, right? and
Right.
I'm sure,
I seen him training at the scrub when he was at the Scrubs boxing train. He was belly dancing.
He's clowning around. You're
the
saying
man was
clowning
belly dancing at the.
Oh, wow.
He was. That was his training regime. Belly dancing.
Yo, check it out. What does he train in Birmingham? Does he train in Mobile? Where does he train at? Where does he train at? Where's his gym at? I don't even know where his gym's at.
I thought it was in Birmingham.
He doesn't train that. He barely trains.
I know
he barely trains at all. He literally has a God-given gift.
This guy's saying.
Yeah, and when he does, he's fucking around, right?
That's all he has is that one-hitter quitter. That's all he got. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to joke around. But I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, and the reason I'm calling in is because I'm disappointed in him because he didn't live up to his potential. He did not live up to his potential. He's so distracted. He spends millions of dollars on his fiance. Millions. I'm talking about all types of Gucci suits and all types of bags, and he's spending so much money on that. And I don't even think she cares about him. Literally,
a lot of these girls and people around them, they don't care.
If he was working at Walmart, she would not even be with him.
Yeah, I've heard her in an interview before. She's out there, man. She's in California. She's in space. Yo, caller, let me ask you a question, man. Where do you think it goes from here? You think, like, he's not going to be debit. He's just going to come. You think he's got any kind of fights in the future here coming forward? Like, he's just going to carry forward, right? It is what it is. He's gonna cash out.
Oh, yo, money. Right? The money gonna talk now. The money gonna talk. It's a money grab. The trilogy, money grab. He gonna do it. I don't think he gonna. I still doubt he gonna train, but it's a money grab though. So of course, even if he lose, he don't really care if he loses because he's just doing it for the money at this point.
Oh wow.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
What they call it, puncher's chance. Oh yeah, you best believe he hoping for that puncher's chance.
Let me ask you a question, caller. Where is he supposed to be train? What town is he supposed to be training in? Like, what is it in Birmingham? Is it Tuscaloosa? Is it Dothan? Is it Mobile? Is it north or south? Where's it at?
He trains anywhere, man. He can go Planet Fitness. He'll train at Planet Fitness if he has to. It's that bad, man. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? He'll train anywhere, man. He don't have a specific spot that he trains. He'll train at your local gym.
You don't see any footage of the guy doing much.
Yes. Have you seen Joshua when he's training in all these clips? He's at the Olympic training
the same
facilities.
place every time. They're the caller saying or fucking the Robert Garcia gym or
What the caller's saying is pretty amazing if you think about it. It's amazing. So he's saying, which I kind of knew.
He's a street fighter, like you said.
The guy doesn't train. He doesn't spar, doesn't run. Okay, and it's like I said, man. It's amazing he's gotten this far. Because
Absolutely.
even if you're if you're one of the type of people that say the fights are fixed, well, damn, he's not even training. He's fucking these dudes up. Like it's fixed in the sense that they're putting him in there with guys they know he could beat. Right.
Which is why you're not going to see any of these new tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So
and this is why I'm disappointed.
Yeah, right.
He didn't put it in the work. He talked so bad about Floyd Mayweather, talking about Floyd Mayweather jealous of him. But the thing I respect about Floyd Mayweather is Floyd Mayweather put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hard work, dedication. That's what pays the bills at the end of the day. Skills pay the bills, and he didn't work on no type of skill. I mean, that was obvious in the fight. He got his ass whooped. The man beat him like a runaway slave with nowhere to run.
Oh,
come on.
He does have that accent too.
I'm sorry. I'm pissed. I lost $2,000 to this nigga, man. I'm pissed right now. I really thought he was gonna win. I'm pissed off right now, man. I'm sorry.
Yo, would you accept the costume?
I'm pissed off right now. I lost $2,000.
Oh.
Would you accept the costume as reimbursement?
I was in Las Vegas.
Oh, you was out there?
Man, that's bullshit, man. I was at the fight.
I bet $2,000 on this man. I really thought he was gonna win. I thought he was gonna put that one hit quit on his ass, man. He disappointed me, man.
Oh, wow.
And that costume, man, that shit bullshit, man. That's bullshit, man.
He took
He made
500.
that
He
shit
took
up as an
500 from you
excuse.
too, dog.
He
took
just got his
500
ass
Uncle P's
whooped.
money too.
He looked like a cab driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fury made him look like a cab driver, man. And that's the sad part.
Well, never bet on a belly dancer. All right. But
Yo, he took 500 from me too, man. I thought I was looking for that plus 900 decision, Uncle
Oh,
PD,
yeah?
but I was chasing it.
You bet it on the two? You bet on the two? Was you at the fight?
No, I wasn't at the fight. I was on the couch, but Uncle Petey lost 500. I took the action, man. I wanted that action. I got a little greedy on that plus 900 for.
Listen, I don't mean to rub it in, but I won money on that fight. So
Yo, listen to this 85% Caucasian motherfucker over here. Straight hair. Yo, you ever seen Macho Camacho? That's what Recognize the Matrix looks like. You got a damn Indian headdress.
I had nothing to do. I had nothing to do with my. I had nothing to do with my DNA.
Hey, but
man.
I'm gonna tell y'all this though. The next fight is a money grab, man. He doing it for the money, man. He gonna make a good 50 million plus at the next fight. So I mean, I do the same thing. Shit, I don't blame him.
I bet you that fight did numbers, guys. I mean, not crazy. Let's not get crazy, but
hell yeah.
I think it.
You can kind of gauge from like the casual, like the your friends that are asking you and shit, like who's at. Again, I'm Greek, so I got degenerate fucking family members here. They're like, "Yo, Pete, what's up with this fight? What do you got for the fucking? How about this prop bet 5-7? Deontay Wilder's gonna scratch his balls." But I gauged the interest in the fight by like these guys, the casuals that I'm hearing around, and like I bet you that fight did numbers.
Well, no, this is reported. It's the biggest gate
in
heavyweight boxing history. So that's like reported on ESPN. All the it's not on YouTube by like some
I bet it
crazy
is.
channel.
They haven't had a big heavyweight fight in Vegas.
So I have a feeling. I have a feeling it did 1 million pay-per-views. I have a feeling that.
I think so.
Yeah, it was like hundreds of people in the lobby asking for tickets, like looking for tickets, trying to buy tickets in the lobby. They ran out of tickets quick, man. It was big. It was huge.
Good.
So
this
they
is good
ran
for
out of
boxing.
tickets over there. Damn. You see, it did big. So he's gonna look, man. This is why Shelly Finkel was flipping. Shelly Finkel that's his name, right? Finkel, whatever the fuck that.
Shelly Finkel. But what do you want to do? Let him get fucking destroyed, bro? He teed off on him before Breeland threw that towel in there.
This white Jew doesn't care about this black man. He just wants his
watch
money.
it, dog.
Watch it.
I'm
85%. Watch your 85% ass.
I'm just, man. I'm just telling you.
What are you saving up to be?
That guy doesn't care
Jewish.
about no
What are you saving up to be? What are you saving up to be? Jewish.
Gotta be carding the fucking deck, boss.
All
Hey,
right,
listen,
caller.
the thing is this.
So
The
hold
thing
on,
is
Pete,
that
Pete,
last
Pete,
one
Pete,
too.
Pete.
That last two-piece that Fury threw
Yeah,
out between
I'm
his
here.
guard.
We gotta move on, Pete. Sorry, but caller, call
my
back
bad,
again.
my
All right, you're a good caller. Call
Call
back.
back,
All right,
bro.
man.
Yeah. All right. Take care. All right. Sorry, Pete. Well, you gotta get through this thing, man. 470. 470. Whoa.
What's going on, guys? It's been a very pleasurable last couple of days for me, for you guys, it seems as well. I think I just want to give my opinion on the rematch. I mean, the third fight. If there's going to be a third fight, I've studied Wilder over his career, and if you look at he does a kind of mental calculation over who to fight and who not to fight. And basically, if it's a guy who has both power and speed, he doesn't want nothing to do with him. And I think in his mind, Tyson Fury can't concuss him. He can't knock him out. So I think he feels kind of emboldened. He feels emboldened to fight Tyson Fury. And that's why I mean, he took a beating in the fight, but he was not concussed. He was not knocked out. And I think for that reason, in his mind, he's going to go and do the third fight. Deontay, what's that?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
Deontay, his personality, the guy is like dealing with a woman. He's emotional. He's delusional. He creates shit in his mind that if you look at his excuses for why he lost the fight, his costume, I mean, if you just listen to the way this guy makes excuses and just the delusional shit that comes out of his mouth, it's like he creates narratives in his mind. There's no logic. Even when you watch him, go back, debate or argue with Fury, you know what I mean? Fury will use logic and make points. Wilder will just attempt to talk over him, scream over him. Just his personality. So, and that explains his camp. That explains why he's going to fire Breeland, because a lot of people are criticizing Jay Diaz, but if you think about it, maybe Jay Diaz knows Wilder better than everybody else. Maybe you can't even be around Deontay Wilder if you're not a yes man, like I said with a woman. Some of these women, you have to tell them exactly what they want to hear at all times. Otherwise, you're out of there. And I think
you want to know
that
something?
about
This caller
Deontay.
makes a good point, because
You got to be a
caller,
yes man to be around Deontay Wilder. Instructed his camp, do not throw in the towel. If you don't listen to what Deontay wants to do, you out of there. There's nobody giving Deontay real advice. There's nobody giving Deontay strategy. There's nobody telling Deontay you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. Nobody. That's my opinion on the dude.
The last caller before you said more or less the same thing. He said the guy doesn't even train. He does a little stuff, like maybe some weights. He hits the pads and maybe spars a little bit, but that's it, right? Like he doesn't really put in that work. So
I believe that guy.
It tells me what that tells me is that he runs the show. He runs the corner, and it's like, dude, like I always thought something was wrong. I'm like, yo, how you have Mark Breeland in your corner and you don't know the fundamentals of boxing? You gotta at least know that. And anybody just looking at him would know that he lacks that. That's the one thing, he doesn't have it. Okay? And he's just, a one-trick pony, like the caller from Alabama said. He's a one-trick pony, which, I mean, that's obvious.
Yo, Matrix,
That's
you believe that guy? I believe him. That sounds right to me from what I see, right?
Look,
Breeland might just show up for the fucking week of the fight. Breeland might
felt
just show up
sorry
the week
for
of,
Listen, I felt sorry for Mark Breeland, man. I wanted to give the old man a cuddle. It's not even me, I'm an horrible bastard, but I wanted to give him a cuddle because I knew he was getting the sack in the morning. I said it on the show straight after the fight. He's getting sacked. I know what Wilder's like. You go against him, you say anything bad against him, you're gone. He's like the caller said, an emotional girl, a narcissist. And I felt really sorry because, look, Breeland has been punished for saving the fucking guy's life. I mean, this is where we are with this.
Yeah, I thought he was. These guys change trainers all the time after a loss, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't be shocked, but not on the fucking ring apron getting screamed at by a 90,000-year-old.
Come on, Shelly Finkel. Shelly Finkel's never thrown a punch in his life. What does he know about fighting the fucking clown? Look.
Yeah, he's a clown, man. Shelly Finkel's a clown. He doesn't know. Listen, when he got up there and he was yelling, he was like, look, you just stopped the fight on my investment. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an investment for me. That's what Wilder is. I mean, he was pissed. He didn't care about Wilder's, anybody who looks at that fight and be honest, man, he was getting the dog shit beat out of him. Just keep it real. That's what was happening. He was outclassed. He was outclassed and getting dominated through the fight. It wasn't going to get better.
Stu had it right, man. When he came back after the first round, I don't know if it was the first or the second, when he spit all that blood out.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm like, whoa. After the third round, he looked like he was fucking completely out of it. I don't know, they were trying to say something in his ear, Wilder. He was bent over like this, and look, his trainer looks like more like a personal fitness trainer than a fucking boxing trainer. He got nobody else in his stable. He's talking about he dislocates my shoulders when we do mitts before the fight. He's a cheap bullshit.
Pit in his jaw. But look,
yeah, he's fucked up. But he
used to be in the film industry. He was never a boxer until his brother told him, "Hey, let's open up a gym."
What'd you say, Stewie?
I said more like the porn industry because he's a fucking massive.
No,
dick.
he used to be in the film industry.
The trainer?
Diaz, yeah.
He needs to go back.
He had no clue ever until his brother told him, "Hey, let's open up a gym." They opened up a gym.
All the excuses are coming out, right, with Wilder. But I guarantee, because I've been saying for how long now? Nearly a year. Once you put it on him, make him fight at pace, he'll fall to pieces and his tank will go. He cannot fight at that sort of pace. I mean, listen, he can wear a pair of pajamas coming to the ring next time if he wants. It's not going to make any fucking difference because once you put it on him, he can't fight that pace. He panics. His technique goes out the window. Like I said, his shape goes, and he's a mess.
All right.
That's the first time. That's the first time anyone's put it on him properly.
Shelly Finkel
that's for sure. That's for sure.
the brain.
Fought at a good pace.
Yeah. Caller, anything else?
Yeah, I think with the second fight, I think if he implemented some new tactics, he may do a little bit better. I wouldn't say he would beat Fury. I think he would do better. But if you listen to instead of going home looking at the tape, looking at what he did wrong, looking for advice, listen to the excuses this guy's making. I mean, I've never seen anything like this on this level of not even boxing, of sports, where look at Joshua, AJ, he lost to Ruiz. He took it like a man. He went back, he reviewed the tape of the fight, he brought in new people, went and did the rematch, implemented a new game plan. He's not blaming his trainer. He didn't blame the referee. He didn't blame the outfit he wore. This dude Deontay, and the scary thing is that look at all the people in America. Look at the media who actually believe this bullshit. Who actually believe in this
they
guy.
want to believe the bullshit.
Even the last caller who put thousands of dollars of his money on this fraud. All the people. I'm a black man, I got Nigerian heritage, just like AJ. When I saw this guy's fans attack and slander Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder's fan, that was the last straw with me. I was like, what did AJ? AJ never disrespected Wilder. Even after this fight, he called him a warrior. His fans it's a fucking cult.
They're parasites,
of delusion,
bro.
and they have a TV network backing them. They've got a TV network backing this propaganda. It's
Okay,
the
all right.
delusion. All these people on TV. I was shocked. It's just fucking crazy. It's absolutely
I like
crazy.
this caller right here, man. He's speaking the truth.
You could throw Stefan Espinosa in there too. He's a clown, man.
There's a roof.
You and Matrix got 15% in common.
All right,
Keep
caller.
it-
We gotta move on. Thank you for the phone call. You have a good night.
I have Nigerian blood too. I forgot to tell you that part.
2.5%.
Are you joking? Or
Yeah. So no, I'm 100% serious. I'm not even bullshitting you, man.
Yo, caller,
Did
you ever
you do
seen
the
Hector
test?
Camacho with the spaceman, like the space outfit on with the helmet, the shiny helmet? That's Matrix when he comes to work with an S curl.
Yeah.
No, listen, man. That genealogy shit really breaks it down where you came from, man.
Yeah, now they got your DNA.
Well, well, listen, I didn't do it. My sister did it, and since me and my sister share the same mother and father, I'm the same thing as her. So,
all right.
She was disappointed to find out that she was 85% Europe. She was very disappointed to find out.
Recognize guy's 23 and me framed. Here, look.
You know another irony, Pete, about that spacesuit that Deontay Wilder was wearing? He complained that he had to drag himself carrying all that weight to the ring. And Tyson Fury, he was actually carried to the ring by 4 girls.
That was the
smart. That's why he won.
Cringe ring entrance, man. Tyson Fury needs to fucking figure something
Did I
out.
touch on what that caller said? I want to touch on what the caller. I don't know if he's still on. Is he still there?
No, he's not there. We gotta move on to our calls,
Okay.
but quickly.
Just real quick, I just want to say about what the caller was saying. It's like, look, man, Anthony Joshua probably doesn't like. Anthony Joshua probably doesn't like Deontay Wilder, but he's never gonna because he's a classy person. You could tell by the way he was raised. He was raised better than he's got mannerisms. Okay, this is not about being a fanboy. It has nothing to do with that because I'm not a fanboy of AJ. But I like him better. I like his character better. He's a gentleman. That's it. He's just a gentleman. And with Wilder's disrespectful. Because that's how he's raised.
484, you're on the air. 484.
And I'm 2% Nigerian. That's why I agree with him.
Okay.
Yo, what's up, guys? I want to give a shout out to Bucho, Recognize, and Stu. They all got it. I don't know if Recognize did, but Stu got it pretty spot on, and Bucho, you were right there too. Good job, boys.
Stu got it right on the money.
Very
What
good
about
intuition.
me? What about me? Wilder decision.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah.
I was very surprised by the fight. I saw Wilder actually land some big. He landed about 2 or 3 big right hands in the first 2 rounds, and Fury just took that shit. I mean, he was like the Terminator, and I wouldn't say it was like a master class. I would say it was just like a beatdown. You know what I mean? He just like he put him in a headlock. He was wrestling him, and it was just. And the left hook was beautiful, and the straight right. Like, if Fury fought like that all the time, he's going to beat probably everybody. But I don't want to see a rematch. I would love to see unification with Joshua. I don't want to see this fight again.
Yeah, I'd rather see the Joshua fight. I'd rather see him fight Joshua. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll see what happens.
Would you pay for a third fight?
I wouldn't pay for it again. I mean, I probably would. But
Bucho, would you go out to the bar and start fights with the Haitian people again?
No. I didn't start fighting.
Bucho goes, man, this guy tried to fight me, man. And BDA's like, okay, Bucho,
they were all
down.
pissed off. They were
fucking
all
screaming
pissed
at me,
off.
man.
They're all pissed off.
the LDBC jumped you, didn't they?
White guy.
BDA was trying to mute your ass. Bucho's all fucked up.
Go ahead, Jackson.
Go ahead, Jackson.
Well, I just want to say, like, I was at Hooters watching the fight. I'm in Florida right now. I'm from Philly, but I'm in Florida, and I had to go to Hooters because it was free to watch the fight. And dude, we were all when Fury dropped him, we were fucking like going crazy, even though it was like a equilibrium shot. Like that was once I saw that, I was like, this is the beginning of the end. And did they fire Mark Breeland or whatever his name is?
I'm trying to get some update. I'm trying to get some hard news on this, but I can't. There's too many fucking.
Supposedly he got rid of him, and the talk is like they're going to. Everybody's blaming Breeland for saving this ungrateful fucking country Bama ass. Okay, so
I hope Wilder comes to his senses and fucking. That's a public relations fucking.
I mean, he was the
Why
one
would
who
you
threw in the towel and saved him. I mean, if it wasn't for Mark Breeland, who's like 110-1, one of the best amateurs, he would have been like Fury was in there to kill him. Like he talks about getting a body in the ring.
Man. These
Fury
guys don't
almost had a body in the
You
ring.
saw that last one too. That last.
Hey, Jackson. Here's what Breeland saw. Okay, this is what Breeland saw. He saw a guy that was going to beat him up until he dropped. He's not going to stop. He's like the Terminator. He will not stop until you are dead. Okay?
No, you're right.
You also saw him in the corner.
Look at
You
the
also
picture.
saw him in the corner between rounds, man. Non-coherent. Y'all saw that? There was no communication in between rounds.
Yeah, the thing is that they're blaming him because Andre Durrell was also pupil
for Wilder.
of Sugar
It's
Hill.
just like right hand, right hand. That's it.
Yeah.
Like he needs to go. I was thinking like throw that right hand to the body. I was predicting like a Wilder stoppage to the body. He's never had a stoppage to the body. If he's that hard of a puncher, why isn't he stopping anybody to the body? I don't get it.
Because he doesn't practice. I heard Ronnie Shields say this. Now, Ronnie Shields didn't say for sure, but he basically alluded to, like, he asked the host of the Boxing Voice, he said, when was the last time you saw him do the body mitts, the body bag in the ring? And he was like, of course, Ness was confused because he never fucking laced him up in his life.
No.
The body bag is when your trainer wears the body outfit and you go to the body.
It's called the governor bag.
Right. He never used it. And he was like, the guy doesn't. He goes, so why would he go to the body? Like he doesn't know how to. Look, the guy.
One thing you rarely see
he
you
does with the
getting
left
knocked out
hook
of the body.
sometimes.
Yep.
But it's like Stu called this pretty much spot on. Like that left hook
Not
is
pretty
like
spot on. He got it right on the dot. Yeah.
Telephone pole, left hook. Go on, Gonzo. My bad.
No, I was gonna say that Stu didn't get it pretty spot on. He got it right. It's like if you're playing darts and you nail that dart right in the middle. That's what Stu did. He called the round and he said that Fury would stop him in the 7th round.
See,
And I think
it's
he
not
even
up
said
to.
that his corner.
Yep,
I
yep.
think he even said that his corner would stop the fucking fight. I think he even got that part right.
Yeah, he said he would die
Who's
in
the
there,
white
and that's
dude in
why
Wilder's
he's kind
corner?
of mad. But it's not your corner has like authority over you. It's not up to like if you want to die and you told them, hey, I want to die in there. Allow me to continue. No, it doesn't work like that. That's bullshit.
Dude, these fans on YouTube. I gotta say this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to figure it out. I'm putting two and two together because I've been doing some, like I said, some quiet trolling, right? Because that's my 85%, kicking in.
Sneaky.
I knew people like that. But what I get from everybody is that they're losing. They're afraid of the people on YouTube that cape for the biggest channels. I'm talking about the ones that make money. They're in panic mode because he's their money guy. You get what I'm saying? Like, you take Wilder out the picture.
Not anymore.
And these guys ain't coming in and donating that kind of money. So Wilder's a money ploy for them. This is why they cape for him. I mean, I'm sure they like him and they're obsessed with him because they're fucked up in the head, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, he is a little, when it comes to their channel, their platforms, and the views and the money they get, it's all predicated, it's all based on, Wilder being this invincible man and everybody hating on him because he's this invincible black man and et cetera. Like, that's the theme. So they kind of like, yo, you got to go in there. We don't, like, even against his best interests. You get what I'm saying? Like, even against his best interests of resting up, because Ronnie Shields kept telling Ness, I think he should take the rest of the year off. Yo, Ness was like, what? Huh?
I agree with that.
Like Scooby-Doo. You're like, huh? Like, nah, man, you can't do that.
All right, we
Like,
gotta
what you
move
mean,
on.
man?
Jackson, we gotta
All
move
right,
on.
all
But
right.
thank you for your
All
phone
right,
call, man.
guys.
Take care. That was Jackson. We also have El Dog on StreamYard. You can jump in if you want, but we got another phone call that we have to take. This phone call. 585. You're on the air. 585.
Oh, Jesus. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, Mr. Bocho? This is Vince.
Welcome to the show, Vince.
How you doing, Mr. Recognize?
I'm doing good. How are you?
To
Lost
be
for
honest
words
with
there,
you,
huh?
I'm not doing too well. I've been pretty
Have you been
depressed.
sleeping okay?
A lot of the true boxing fans in America are really depressed now, to recognize. I'm just surprised you're not one of them.
Life goes on, buddy. I mean, life goes on. What do you want me to tell you?
I see how it goes, Mr. Recognize. All I know is in April, it's on.
What do you mean? Are you talking about
What's happening?
Lomachenko?
What's happening in April?
Yes, Mr. Bocho, that's the Teofimo Lopez versus Vasil Lomachenko. I believe it's April or May, but I will definitely. That's all my fans are listening and my great friends in
You
the
have
chat.
no
You guys
fans.
You have no
my
fans,
word.
man. You're crazy.
If that's not true, Mr. Bucho and Mr. Recognized, I have a lot of fans. I have a lot of people that email me on my email constantly throughout the day.
Wonderful.
So when I get that notification that Mr. BDA Boxing is has a video, another thing, Mr.
God.
Bucho,
Whatever, man.
I don't like
Whatever.
your titles of the video. It's really upsetting me. I wish you could tone it down a little bit. Thank you.
I'll try, Vinny. Listen, Vinny, enjoy your Pepsis, all right? You don't sound fine. You sound like you need some rest.
Yeah, it sounds like you need. Listen, this is Vinny. I want you to keep it honest with me, okay? Forget about your wallet that I promised. You were gonna have to get ready. Forget about your wallet. Right now, I'm concerned for your mental state.
Mhm.
When was the last time you had a good 2 hours of sleep since the Wilder loss? Be honest with me.
To be honest with you, Mr. Bucho, I was actually late for work due to the fact that last night you guys were laughing at me, and I was just thinking about the fight, and I was laying down in bed, and actually woke up, and it was like 7:30, was supposed to be at work at 6:30, and my boss was asking me what happened. This is not funny, Mr. Recognize. This is true. This is
No,
what
I'm
happened.
sorry, man.
And I told
I
him,
apologize.
I had a late night, but he understood. So I could kind of get away with these things, due to my job title. But I must say, guys, I'm pretty disappointed in what happened Saturday. I heard about Mr. Wilder's costume. Whoever was responsible for making that costume needs to be fired and fined immediately by the boxing commission.
Oh, that would be Deontay Wilder himself. So, I mean, what's he gonna do? Fire himself? Can't do that.
Hey, Vinnie Mac, you there?
Yes. Who is this, sir? Thank you.
This is Mr. L Dog, and I would just like to tell you that Deontay Wilder got knocked out by a pillow-fisted fat cokehead.
Oh, a crackhead.
Oh, come on, man.
A crackhead.
Crackhead.
Make it worse for the, you're gonna make this worse for the kid.
I must say, yes, Mr. Snoop Dogg. I must say that Tyson Fury did win, but he beat a guy with no legs. He beat a guy with no legs and a guy who was just weakened as soon as he went in the ring. I felt really bad for Mr. Wilder. I feel like crying right now, but I'm not. I'm gonna hold it, guys.
Oh, he's crying. All right, Vinny, take care. Man. You have a good night, man.
Bye. Go fuck yourself.
Take care, Vinny. All right.
I'm getting tired.
That's Vinny Mac. All right, people. I'm posting the link, the StreamYard link. You can talk to us through StreamYard if you wish. So there you have it. There's a link. All right, we got a dog here. He's the only one on StreamYard so far. Also, I'm gonna restart the phone lines, all right, people? So hang in there.
Hey, just want to say a big shout out to you. You predicted this for months leading up to the fight.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Goodbye. Yeah, I did predict this, and it happened.
Bucho has been. He's always. Me and Bucho always talked about Wilder being the guy. I mean, not Wilder. Fury having the kind of style to embarrass Deontay Wilder. It's just that I think Bucho was a little bit more confident. I always thought he'll beat him in a 12-round decision, unanimous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Bucho was like, "Nah, he's gonna stop him. Watch." I'm like, he could, but I don't trust Fury. You know, like I don't. You don't know what you're getting with him.
Yeah, my concerns were twofold. One was that Fury would clown around because that's how he got dropped. So I was like, if he starts clowning around, Wilder can, drop him again. I don't think I don't think Wilder was ever gonna be able to keep Fury down. But a few knockdowns and you get a robbery, just like in the first fight, right? So that was my concern. Fury clowning around. The second one was the referee, which was actually it came true because Kenny Bayless, he was saving fucking Wilder. He was giving him breathers and all. So, but anyways, those were my two concerns.
Yeah, a lot of people give him the first 2 rounds, and I'm speaking about mainly the LDBC. You could tell if this fight would have gone the distance, they would have found a way to start up some BS again.
Yeah.
Dude, he won 0 rounds.
He won 0 rounds.
0.0.
Round 2 is the one that they were giving him, and
but he got beat up in that round.
Exactly.
How?
I was like, what? Are you insane?
How can you give him that round? He got beat up. It's like that's
didn't win a round.
That's where it all started coming downhill for him.
Yeah. I mean,
forget about rounds 3 to 7. I ain't even bother scoring it. It was just like, stop the fight. At that point, I was like, these people need to start worrying about stopping this damn fight. And how weak is? Here's another thing. If I hear this again, I'm just gonna go crazy, man. How weak is Wilder that a 40-pound costume would zap his energy like that? Like, he's weak then, right? That's what
his legs are skinny as hell, but obviously wasn't that. I think, like you mentioned it, and other people have mentioned the weight.
Think about Wilder. Look at his body frame. You're telling me he's an athlete, world-class athlete. This is a guy who's the hardest hitter that ever hit in mankind, right? You're telling me that a 40-pound outfit zapped him?
No.
He's weak then.
Emmanuel Stewart said that one time. He said that Tommy Hearns, he believes he lost the fight against Hagler was because he got a leg massage right before the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, there's things that happen. I get it, but I don't. If you really look at that fight, he brought it to maybe because he felt like he couldn't go 15 or 12 rounds, whatever it was. But the way he lost is he had a lot of success bringing it to Hagler. It's just that, Hagler was a tough motherfucker, bro. Think about it. In the first round, he split Hagler open. He had him cut, like broke his face almost. And he was just that he kept brawling with him, and Hagler stuck in there until he, got him out in the third round.
I could see how a massage would. I wouldn't get no massage before a fight, especially a leg massage. I do it like a week before, but I could see how that could.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that. But the suit, whatever that costume that Wilder was wearing, I don't think that was. I think he was like Stu said. He was just nervous. He looked nervous throughout, even in the entrance. He just looked too serious. Fury was smiling. He was on the couch, laying on the couch.
He was getting carried. He was getting
Dude, he
carried.
looked like he was gonna lose. He
Yeah.
looked like he was gonna lose that fight. When I
Yeah.
saw him take off that costume and everything, he was like, even in and when they were staring at each other,
yeah,
you could see Fury just grilling him and give him the hard the handshake before the fight where they tap gloves. It was like, yo, I think he knew what was gonna happen, man. He was dejected.
Yep. All right, we got a bunch of people on StreamYard. Can you guys hear us? I think El Dog, you can hear us. Okay, I can't hear anybody now. Fuck. Hello, people on StreamYard. No, that's weird. Oh yeah, no, I got you. My fault. Hold on. All right, I can hear you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Welcome.
just before I want to say one thing on that costume. When AJ lost, he didn't make no excuses. But what he did do is he made changes. He made changes to his boxing style. Now, instead of making changes to his boxing style, Deontay Wilder's talking about making changes to his fucking wardrobe. That should let you know what kind of man we have here. A fool. Complete fool.
Very good point. Who else do we have on StreamYard over there? We have Question Everything and Leon Stana. Sorry, Leon Stana. Welcome. Are you guys there?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
How you doing? Well, I'm gonna be a little more blatant with this whole costume excuse that the brother that he's making. Me personally, I just think Deontay Wilder is a bum. He's a bum, and I think that Tyson
Now
Fury.
wait a minute. I
think that Tyson. Hold on. I just want to just say this, and the reason why I'm saying this because I have been saying this for years. Literally, I've been arguing with the LDB, whatever they name. I have been telling them this for years that Deontay Wilder has been cherry picking all his opponents, and he is hitting them and knocking them out because a lot of the people that he are fighting cannot withstand that punch. Now we can say he the hardest hitting puncher because it looks that way, but you have to look at the opponents that he are hitting with that right. Now, how many elite fighters have been hit with that right? You see,
right.
There's a difference.
That's right.
When you knock out an elite fighter with that right, then you can give him the status of being having a rocket launcher and that right. But if he's knocking out people that's literally just walking into the punch, anybody can get knocked out if you walk into it. Like, come on, man. Come on, this dude is a bum, man. And Tyson Fury exposed what the bum that he is.
Fury busted him.
Yeah, caller. The thing about what we've been saying is that we've been echoing the same thing that you just said. Especially Bucho. Bucho's like, okay, I get it. He hits hard, but who is he doing this against? Like, who are the guys that he's doing that to? And we saw when he fought a prime elite level fighter of his era, who, look, Fury's very good, but he's not like, out of this world good. He's just really good for today's era. He couldn't do nothing to him. He couldn't do nothing to Fury. So how much of if you're gonna give him this claim that he's because all you're doing is going by the numbers, knockout percentage. That means you're not taking into consideration the people he's fought. You don't even care about that. You just like the number. Well, hell, shit. I know some street guys that literally fought everybody that they fought and they knocked them out. Is he the hardest hitting dude in the world, or he's just fighting guys that don't know how to fight? Let's see him do that against somebody that knows how to fight. Right?
It's like you're absolutely right, brother. And that's the thing that, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm happy. I betted on Tyson Fury, and I'm sitting pretty right now. So
Me too.
I already knew it was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen because what happened in the first fight when he got knocked down and got up, and in my opinion, I think he won the round that he got knocked down in. And I said, there go right there. I knew it.
Fury is a gypsy.
All you gotta do is right there. Put pressure on him. It's over with. He can't fight going backwards. He freezes up when you apply pressure on him. Matter of fact, if you go back and watch some of his previous fights, even some of the lower caliber fighters that he fought against.
That's because Deontay Wilder's fights were cherry picked.
Anytime any fighter put pressure on him, he do nothing in return, man. He do not know how to fight. Man, dude, I don't know what else to say. This guy's a pure bum in my opinion, man. And I'm glad that he finally got exposed, because where do we go from here? Because I don't want to see a Tyson Fury and Wilder 3. I want to see a unification now, because he got beat to the point where it doesn't matter the third.
Fury v AJ.
I agree with you, man. I totally agree, man. Look, I think the third fight's gonna happen. I don't know when. Let's see. If you see them putting him in there early, caller, and you don't see no difference in his game, it's cash out time. That's what they're doing. That's the decision they made. If they don't change anything, they put him in the third fight like in July, June, August. Oh, you can see the writing on the wall. They're cashing Wilder out. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they just gonna feed him to the wolves and trying to make as much money as they can off this man. And I think that'll end his career. If he loses again,
I mean, in terms of like
big
time money, yeah, it will. Like the money, he's making elite money. You know what I'm saying? He's not just making good money. Mm-hmm. He's making the best, top 3 best. Him, Fury, and AJ at this point, right? Canelo, throw Canelo in there, but they got to change that style up, man. And this is all I've been ever saying. I never said that he can't come back from it. I doubt it now.
He's got to learn to box on the back foot.
I just said that that style of fighting was going to get him an ass whipping. And all the LDBC were like, nah, you crazy, man. You don't know nothing about boxing. I'm like, yo, you need to know how to box in a sport called boxing, bro. You need to know how to box. It's like me playing football, but I don't know how to play football. I don't know how to catch.
Brother,
you know
I'm gonna bring up a point that a lot of people ain't talking about, right?
Like you have water and rock.
I hope everybody listen to me very closely, and I'm telling y'all I'm right about what I'm about to say. After this loss, don't you realize that every heavyweight in the division are licking their lips right now because they know exactly how to
Thank you. That's what I've been saying, man.
That problem has grown dramatically. Do you not realize everybody's itching to fight him now? Mm-hmm. Wilder has a problem, bigger problem that we all thought. They ready for him now. Everybody's ready for Wilder now.
Oh boy.
Ready for what though?
I think that the elite guys always knew, and everybody knows that they could beat a guy like Wilder. But the middle tier guys, like another Wilder, and I'm pretty sure he believes.
Look, Charles Martin is saying
Yeah.
With my overhand left, I could chin check this motherfucker who just stands in this wide stance the whole fight. I could chin check him. I don't think he will, but what I'm saying is now you got him thinking differently. You got a guy like him. Now he ain't looking at you as just a payday. He's saying, this could be a potential stepping stone for me. You know, now you making him dangerous because you got exposed, man. Your whole style got exposed.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
He'll get off Wilder. Get off of him.
Guys on StreamYard,
You
we're
better
gonna
tell
move on.
that 40-pound alpha to get off him.
Well, we got somebody named Jippo.
Tell
Jippo. All right, guys on StreamYard, I just want to get Jippo because Jippo, you there?
Jippo.
Jippo. Jippo.
Hippo?
All right. I don't know what he's doing. All right, we're gonna move. We have a phone call and we have Jimmy.
Hello?
Yeah, Jippo, you there?
Hello, yeah. I'd just like to say, Wilder cannot fight on the back foot. I've been saying this for a very, very long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. He got
You sound like Fury.
But the thing is with Fury, he's like water and rock. Fury can change between different types of fighting styles. He has done for a long time. Wilder has only ever had that one thing, and that was his right hand.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. I totally agree. And Fury exposed that, man. Take that right hand away, pressure that man. He's done. He's a done
The
fighter.
only chance he's got in a third fight would be to get into a firefight, a puncher's chance.
Yeah, something crazy like that. Yeah, but even then, he might get. He might.
What he got to hope for is that Fury loses concentration, comes in fucking fat and coked out,
which
something
is what
like that.
Hey, you know
recognize Fanon was saying that shit. You know, Fanon, whatever his name is. He was like, he was hoping.
Weird-looking dude.
Yeah, he was like, oh, but we don't know what's gonna happen with Fury. He might. He's gonna lose it again. He's gonna lose it again.
Can we come back to that at the end because like I want to get to Jimmy, but you know what? This guy has a track history with success of being like a
I agree with that.
Type of dude.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that Wilder needs something like that. He wouldn't to beat him. Let's say for him to change nothing in his game, right? Which there's several things he needs to pick up on to be a very good fighter to beat Fury. Let's say he changes nothing in his game. He's just going to be the same 1-2 puncher with the wide stance, no footwork, no nothing, right? To prove his stupid fans on YouTube, right, that you don't need to know how to box to be successful, right? To be like the best fighter in the world. Okay, let's say he does that. Well, then he would need a Fury that's not in the game anymore. A Fury that spent too much time partying and blowing his money on stupid shit that would hurt him. To go into that rematch. Because if Fury comes in with the same mentality, 270, 265, something like that, and I'm just going to bum rush you and beat the shit out of you, and I'm not going to give you no free shots because I'm not going to play around, dude, he's going to do it again. He's going to do the same thing to him again. He's going to beat him up.
And we agree that Wilder, instead of coming at 231, he ain't going to come in at that weight again. He's going to have to come in around 220. And he faces the possibility of getting ragdolled, like, at 220, but maybe that's his best chance of fighting, like, that would benefit his legs around 220.
Yeah,
but Fury ain't coming down no less than 260.
More likely, yeah. I would agree with that.
Jimmy, are you there? Jimmy.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? What's going on, guys?
Welcome.
What's up, Jimmy?
Wait, hold on. Let me just, John Gonzalez, he sent a contribution a while ago. He said, send a caller a free BDA shirt for that loss, Bucho. Oh yeah, he's referring to that caller who lost $2,000, basically. He saed we should get him.
Oh, yeah. The guy from Bama.
Yeah, we'll send him a t-shirt. Jimmy, I saw that tweet that you tweeted where is it? I have it here. Yeah, Deontay Wilder after AJ lost to Ruiz. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. No, he fucking, remember that dude? He badmouthed the piss out of him. Badmouthed him, bashed him, and then bashed him even worse for the win. Now, check this out, right? So, it's just like you guys, everything, their careers are kind of reflecting in each other, but in every capacity, Wilder plays the race card, plays it up, swims with the LDBC. He's their fucking god. He's, hangs with them all. They're all saying, "I'm gonna text the champ, see what's up." You know what I mean? So listen, okay, you want to do that shit? You want to come on that Black History Month? You want to push that fucking narrative? Fine, all right. Then at least take your fucking lumps like a man. The fact that he fucking dude, that was just one tweet. He said some horrible shit in interviews on YouTube, and even worse when he beat Ruiz, called it a joke. Anyways, my point being, so to see him get fucking beat up like that and to come out with this bullshit, dude, these insane, the fucking weighted thing. Yes, no, listen, 40 pounds, but listen, we need 40 pounds was tied around your head like just in one spot, and it was, you had to fight to balance it, right? 40 pounds, if you put on something that's like that is, and it's all balanced on you, because, I had a leather jacket, it was like 12 pounds, because it was a riding jacket for my leg. It had like reinforcements in it and shit. But when it's on you, it doesn't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, guys, if I'm explaining that right. So believe me, that 40 pounds and that big ass fool don't mean dick. He just doesn't know what to fucking say. Instead of taking it like a man, like AJ did. Remember AJ, he lost? I got no excuses. I got nobody to blame but myself. He did say, listen, I didn't take it serious, but that was obvious. He wasn't making an excuse. He was just admitting when everybody knew, okay? But he turned it around, kept his mouth shut, fucking changed his physique, went back and took him out. But this punk is fucking blaming, and listen, what that douchebag JD, so whatever his name is,
Yes,
that
yeah,
assistant
JD
trainer, that
JD
fucking, that clock my shit. Oh, my earpiece fell. Listen, him to fucking cause that. Hey, you guys there?
Yeah, we here, brother.
Oh, because I had this earpiece thing and it fucking went flying across the room. No, but for him to fucking go up on the fucking press conference and to throw Breeland under the bus like that, like you have a unit, that you got to keep that front. If you don't agree with it, you don't even want to talk on it. You say, listen, I wasn't want to throw the towel in. I haven't even got to speak to him on that. You deflect it. You talk to Mark about that. For him to sit there and say, "Oh, I wouldn't have done that." In fact, fucking during the wrapping of his hands, when he said he would never, he told them, because I guess Fury said they were watching something on TV and they just threw the towel and it was the fight before them. And Fury looked up and said, "That would never be me." And fucking I turned to him, I turned to Fury and his people and said, "Oh, I know." So we even discussed it. Like, dude, this fucking guy is such a weasel. So this problem's in their camp. Okay, so I can't see them all working together. JD's, I don't know if that clown's trying to take over as number one. The PBC has no money. Okay, look at I
Shelly
was
Finkel.
told, I can't. I wish I could say what I was told, BDA, or Bucho. But this dude didn't know, right? He told me that Steven Espinoza is fucking doing backflips happy because the PBC's positioning has just weakened just exponentially. They lost. They have no stake in heavyweight. That's the big money division. No stake in it now at all. A month ago, they had Ruiz in him, right? Now they have nothing. Spence looked like a fucking Goodyear blimp walking around. Fucking Tank, there's probably a good chance he'll be incarcerated before he gets into another fucking good fight. All his welterweights are fucking grown older, right? His lauded welterweight division. They're hanging on Pacquiao, the 42-year-old ex-top rank guy, to see if you can get the next pay-per-view.
God damn.
Right? And then on top of that, then if you look at the biggest picture, dude, look at all the young talent. Virgil Ortiz, Teofimo Lopez, all the young talent. Ryan Garcia, fucking, Haney. None of them, even the American, or whether it's American Black and Haney and Shakur Stevens, or, Garcia, Mexican, no one signed with the PBC. So he's got no influx. So think about it for the next few years. Where's the talent? The youngest, they have a couple of prospects, but what do you think they're hanging so much on? They really threw that extra press on Caleb Plant. It's like, really? That dude who's got the, I don't want to get me started. But
You know something, Jimmy?
Yeah.
They don't have anybody to dethrone. Let's say, I'll give you an example, a guy like Lomachenko. If Lomachenko gets dethroned, right? It's going to be a top right guy.
What about that? Thanks for reminding me real quick, too.
It's not going to be a PBC guy. You understand what I'm saying? They're in a bad position.
And Lomachenko has a lot to do with this, too, dude. Because of the Lomachenko fight, to add salt to their wounds, you don't think Bob seems to fucking... What? Bob's making that fight, and he's making it now. You know what I mean? That's a big fight, the Lomachenko-Teofimo Lopez. That was pretty much 100% guaranteed out yesterday. They guaranteed it for May. That's a huge, huge fight. You know what?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's a big fight.
That's a huge fight. What the fuck is the PBC going to even do? Come close to matching that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They got nothing.
There's nothing they got. They got a bunch of fucking. Keith Thurman's injured again. Errol Spence is. I mean, who knows what's going on with him?
Jimmy, he looked terrible, man.
Dude, he's not fucking. I don't think his mind's in the game, obviously. And you got fucking.
No, but you know what?
Devontae Davis not a promotable fighter. It's not. You can't. You can't. He can't get whatchamacallit, like sponsorships.
Hey, he looks like he suffered some brain damage. What's your Spence?
Oh yeah, no, dude.
Listen,
he wasn't a fucking bright kid to begin with, man. No, you know what I mean? He was as sharp as a fucking cue ball. That kid. You ever listen to interviews with him, dude? Please.
Yeah, no.
But
of course.
anyways, no, it's fucking awesome too. Hey, on Twitter, I did a spin around Twitter before I came here. You know what the LDBC fools on Twitter are going? You know what the only thing they can hang their hat on right now? Literally, they're all tweeting about is KKK Kovalev getting arrested again. The criminal. Nobody's defending. Oh, dude, literally, that's like Kovalev, dude. That dude is, as far as I'm concerned, he's retired.
Yeah.
You know, Crush is gone. He's hanging around for some paychecks.
He's
dude.
37.
Really? That's what.
Yeah.
Dude, it's listen. So, and now it's going to get really ugly. This is when any dying organism is at its nastiest. And I'm telling you right now, the PBC
that's true.
is fucking, dude, is at its nastiest. Women at the end of a relationship are at their nastiest. Everything, man, gasping for life. The LDBC have lost all. So now they're going to get. Now it's going to be everything's going to be about race because that's all they got. That's the only thing they got now. And it's going to be exposed.
LDBC.
Oh, you know what, dude? And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of good black boxing fans, a lot of great ones. And I have a ton of them following me. We follow each other. And fucking, they hate that shit, too.
Yeah, of course.
They listen, they're into it for the sport. And when you start bringing that, like you said about his video, I watched it, was excellent. It's fucking, it's bullshit, man. But yeah, PBC ain't looking good right now. And I'm good. I want them to fuck. I want Heyman out of it because he was never. What did he do for the benefit of boxing? If you watch Ray right now, look at his career. What did he do?
Nothing.
He
He didn't do anything.
was
There's nothing.
for the money.
You could even listen. I could tell you, Jimmy. What did Bob Arum do? You can name me a couple of big fights. What did Don King do? You can name the same thing. You can name me a couple of big fights, like legendary fights, right? With both of those guys. How about Al Heyman? Name me the legendary fights he put on.
He was the lawyer for Mayweather Pacquiao.
That's
Arum,
it.
I could
He's
name
the lawyer.
seriously Bob Arum. Honestly, Bob Arum, I could probably name 30. I can name like 10 like generational fights. Dude, that dude's been putting on fights since fucking Sonny Liston and fucking
he's been doing it
Muhammad
since the
Ali.
60s.
You know what I mean? Forever, dude. Right? Exactly,
since
bro.
the 60s,
that dude was involved in it all.
We're in 2020.
Jesus.
Al Heyman's first fighter was Vernon Forrest.
You heard him on the microphone?
Look what he did to him.
You heard him on the
Look
microphone
what he
after
did
the
to
fight?
him.
Guys.
What did Arum say?
Bob, I got a bad feeling on this one.
Right. 6-3. Wait, how
He
Funko?
was playing that. Bucha was playing that to the lead up to the fight. And that was that.
Bob, I got a bad feeling on this one. All right. I mean, I got a bad
That's
feeling.
Platoon, right?
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. 630. You're on the air. 630.
Hey, it's great to be on the air. Hey, guys, I really enjoy your commentary. It's pretty much the most honest that I can find. But I did watch the Wilder fight, and I think that the issues are much, much larger than being one-dimensional. Wilder doesn't have any footwork whatsoever. Like, all of his knockdowns, all of the issues that came to him is because he doesn't know how to balance himself under his own body. That body shot was because he was facing Fury straight on and turning at the same time with his feet planted right under his shoulders. So he falls down from it. The shot that came over his head behind the ear, his legs were beyond his shoulders from the back, so he fell straight down. So fixing him isn't going to be just a matter of, hey, he'll learn a new trick. He just doesn't have any footwork. He has wide stances to his feet, and then he throws a huge right, which is good for one kind of punch. but nothing else that he can do can be changed. So
Hey,
I
caller,
kind of agree with you
it's
guys.
gonna
You guys been going on about
he's
this
gonna
for
need
a
a
while, but yeah.
long he's gonna need a major tweak, because you see with Joshua, we saw the mistake. It's like, you didn't use your height. You didn't use your height, and Joshua is a better fundamental boxer than Wilder, right? So Wilder is more than that.
Right.
It's you don't have your footwork is terrible. Your balance is terrible because of your footwork. Your punch selection is obvious. You only got one. Okay, there's a lot to work with there. You gotta do a lot of stuff. He's not gonna win a rematch in 4 or 5 or 6 months, whatever it is that they're talking about, against the same Tyson Fury that just beat him up. It's not. It's just, you're crazy. He beat him up like he was supposed to. Fury beat him up like he was supposed to. Like, look, you're a limited fighter. You don't know what you're doing. I'm a world-class fighter. You're not. That's how he beat him.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't really have anything. You guys have got a good flow going here, so I'm just going to step out and you guys continue on. I'll keep listening. So thanks.
All right, thanks for the phone call. You have a good night.
Hey,
Pete, is that
is
Wilder's
my
father?
phone fucked up?
I don't know.
Can you guys hear me? Am I echoing, dude?
Jimmy,
No,
can you hear
you're
me?
not. No.
Jimmy, you
No, I
sound
can
great.
hear you guys, but am I echoing? Am my stream coming through all right, or my voice? Because I don't.
Your
Is that
audio
you,
is
Jimmy?
perfect. You sound like you're in a
Oh,
Home
is it
Depot
really?
parking lot.
Ah, I ain't little girls with bad intent.
Is that you? Is that you, Jimmy?
What's that? Yeah, there I am. Fucking Colors. Colors. That's from Colors, right? That's from movie Colors.
That's no, that's Blood In, Blood Out.
That's
Blood
Mikey
in, blood
Garcia.
out. That's right. Yep.
That's Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia right there.
That's Gonzalo. That's Gonzalo and BDA, bro.
No, this is
Back in the
BDA
days.
with Bucho in the middle after the at the bar arguing with the Haitian people.
Oh man.
What's that? Quentin? San Quentin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't no Muslim, man. Give me another pork chop.
I'll tell you right now, man. Fucking the MM, they run that fucking California. It's not a state you want to do prison time if you're in bad with them. It lasts about 24 hours.
Yo, that is Bucho right there, son. Look at Bucho.
Handsome bastard, huh? Look at the overalls with no
so
shirt.
that has to be me
Bucho, if you grew
Oh
your hair
shit, that
out,
looks like that does
got
look
a
like you,
Chinese head.
Ucho.
Right?
Oh
Yeah.
shit, Ucho.
I know.
Hello, this is King Bucho. I'm painting right now.
Te voy a pintar.
Hey,
Next caller. Next caller.
Next caller. Actually, we do have a next caller.
Thank you.
Hello. I want to
Yeah.
talk about
Hello?
Wilder.
Go ahead.
The fight.
Yes.
I see the fight as Wilder is a disgrace because he said that fight was for black people, and he disgraced black people because he was talking. The sport's supposed to be racist. It's not supposed to be racist.
Yeah, we know that.
Give me some Chocho.
Oh, he's gone. I don't know. Maybe he couldn't hear us. Well, yeah. Listen. Don't pay any attention to what Wilder was saying. He's like, why is he even making it racial? You know,
Well, he didn't get hurt. Because remember, that's what he's saying too. I wasn't even hurt, man. That was just my leg.
Oh,
Listen, man.
Are you kidding?
Karma, whatever you want to call it, has a way of coming back. When you play with the universe teaches you a lesson. What happened to Wilder lets me know that there's a God.
So now you're a believer.
That's right.
Amen.
Of course, I've always been, but sometimes you question things, right? You like.
So this was it.
You see these little things happening and saying, "Man, God can't be that mean, right? He can't be that mean. This guy's gonna get his eventually," and
Yeah.
that's what happened.
You know what? What the lady said, Kelly Swanson, is very true. Nobody cares about black stories, man. We just want to see a fucking fight.
Yeah, nobody cares about your stories, man. This is your individual story. Like, get
no
over it.
disrespect. No
Yeah,
disrespect.
it's
Don't get
like
me
get
wrong,
over it,
but
little boy. I don't care about your struggles, man. I got my own struggles. You know, your struggles mean nothing to me at the end of the day. I mean, I wish you well, and stop bitching and crying, and do something. But I don't give a fuck about your story because you're black or you're white or whatever the hell it is. I don't care if you're white, black, Spanish, and what you're going through has nothing to do with me. So, bye.
I don't understand. He said he was paying homage to the Black History Month with that costume. What was it? Well, I don't understand what it meant. What was the premise of it? Like,
I don't
he had
know.
skulls in.
It doesn't make
Was
sense.
it like Black Panther?
Look.
Had him seeing red. He had red glowing eyes. What?
It was creepy. It's like some Illuminati shit.
Illuminati.
Some secret society stuff.
Absolutely.
Like,
And
that's
and
more
the
things
singer
that.
was black this, black that. What was he saying?
Yeah, black this. No, he was saying black cars, black money, black kids, black fucking everything, right? And the white towel coming later. And so, yeah, I mean, whatever. It was. I could honestly say that. It was a pretty good entrance. It's just I didn't really care. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Look, it don't relate to me. It doesn't. It's not relatable.
And you know what,
Right?
dude? I'm almost going to stick up to him too, right, dude? Think about Recognize. You can almost stick up for him because the most dominant black element of YouTube, when you have to say YouTube boxing, is the LDBC. I mean, for all their ridiculousness, they have a big following. So I can almost understand. It's like Wilder's like, Jesus, I don't want to get the butt. But listen, you don't have to be stupid enough to be mind melted. Like SOG, you know what I mean? Ward never. I mean, he put fucking 78 in his place. It's like, dude, don't come at me with that shit. Bradley's put people in their place with that. He fell into it and he bought into it until this day, and he knew he was getting the clicks on YouTube. Because look at fucking Ness said he's wicked into YouTube, like wicked into it. He's always on his phone, checking his Instagram. He's always he was feeding into that shit. And fuck
Barbershop
you, dude.
conversation. I was listening to Barbershop Conversation, right? This guy is full of hate. This is a hateful man. He's a bitter man, and I understand why. Because somebody put me on to his little story. Like, he's a black militant, but like he's married to a non-black chick. So you gotta understand that nigga's fucked up in the head. Like, that brain right there, that's all fucked up there. Like,
Who's that? Who's that?
Barbershop.
Oh, okay.
So
He's married to a
Barbershop,
Korean woman.
Right. So this is a dude who's really fucked up in the head. I mean, there's nothing wrong with interracial dating. What I'm saying is, when you claim it to be a black militant and you don't live that lifestyle, there's something wrong there. There's a
contradiction.
He's a scam artist, and people like that, when they're being found out, that's when they're at their most dangerous with their rhetoric, right? So he's over there talking about, because Andre Ward said, I guess basically he was giving Fury props, and he said, "Look, man, Deontay Wilder needs to stay away from Fury," and that's just immediate reaction. This is all boxing talk. That's all it is, right? It doesn't mean that he has to do that for for the rest of his career. What we just saying as of right, I took it as Andre Ward just looked at the fight and said, "Dude, you got dominated like everybody else." Okay, he's over here saying, "Go make sandwiches, boy," calling him a boy. Go make sandwiches. Do what you do best. Take care of your white boss. Like, dude, you
Is that
are
what 78 was just saying?
Wow.
No, not 78, not 78. Barbershop. The dude that got,
that's what he
the dude
was
that
just
got
saying about
smacked.
Ward?
Yeah, the dude that got smacked by Kenny Porter. Okay, and he wonders why he gets smacked in the face. The dude is the dude is so hateful that Andre Ward is just doing his job, and I don't like Andre Ward. Don't get me wrong. Look, when I say I don't like Andre Ward, I don't like the style and some of the bullshit that went on with him, right? But
right is right, dude.
Go ahead. Okay, in terms of his what you call it, in terms of his broadcasting skills, calling a fight and giving you his opinion, he's pretty good at it, and he's a respectable person. Like, look, I don't understand what's wrong with people. It's like, somebody could be a certain way, but if they're showing you respect, how come you're not going to respect that person right back?
Except when he condones being like a dirty fighter because he used to be one.
Yeah, smack to the face, yo.
It's probably not a popular opinion because a lot of people don't like Ward, but I'm with you on that, dude. I think he does a decent job, actually a good job as a commentator. He points out things and he points out important things, but he doesn't try to. He's not condescending when he says it. He just kind of points it out. I think he's doing a pretty good job.
Like you guys need to, if you want to be an organization like the LDBC, man, start checking your peoples, man. Like your peoples are talking real reckless.
Yeah.
They sound like terrible haters. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all delusional. Y'all like the Hillary Clinton campaign.
And then reality
y'all can't
hits.
Accept y'all lost.
And then reality hits. And then reality hits and you look like shit. You look stupid. Nobody respects
it's the
you.
echo chamber. Too.
Yeah.
It's a
and
cult.
Spread now. It's steroids. That's the thing now. They're all saying, yeah, PED fucking Fury. Yeah, I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding
right.
me. Really?
They were hoping.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Test dirty. They're like, please, test dirty. Hurry up.
No.
Because they can't understand. The thing is, how can a fucking dude? It's like because he didn't. I think that's meant. Well, I picked him to knock him out by the fourth. That's how much I believed in his power. So.
All right, 904. Are you ready? Because here we go. 904. You're on the air. 904.
Hello, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
I want to ask a question. Why do they hate Anthony Joshua in this country?
Good
question.
I
don't understand.
Good question.
That's because listen. Let me explain to you. We don't hate Anthony. We don't hate Anthony Joshua. We don't.
No, I think he's asking. What are you asking? Why the boxing like the LDBC hate him?
Yes.
Yeah, the LDBC and the same people that claim they fight for black people. Why did they
It's
hate
a different
another
culture.
black man? Is it because he's not acting like a thug? I don't understand.
904. Where are you from? Africa?
Yeah, I'm here.
Where are you from,
yeah,
sir?
I'm from Africa. I was born here, but I grew up in Africa.
Okay, you see how most Africans that I've met in America that come from Africa are very respectful people. They're all about their family. They go to work. That's their life. The American, the African American, right? The label African American, they live a dysfunctional lifestyle. So you're the opposite of that. You're not all of them. I'm not saying every single one of them, but there is a culture that dominates. In terms of mainstream. There's a culture that dominates the narrative of African American. Okay, of which is hip hop, being low IQ and acting on aggression. That's all it is, and not thinking about what you're saying. You see, in the Africans that come here, it seems to me, right? I'm not from Africa, but outside looking in, they're family people. They're about respect. Talking to you with respect. Everything is being kind and shit like that. Where excuse me, sir, how can I get to here or whatever. Where that's not their culture. So Anthony Joshua, who's a world champion, he's making a whole lot of money. He talks with respect. He's anti that. They see him as, they don't care that about his personal beliefs. He could be a guy that's very proud about being African, but he doesn't express that when he's doing business. That's between him and his family. He doesn't have to express that he's a proud Nigerian, right? That I'm proud to be from Nigeria. He keeps that to himself because he was raised better. He was raised with morals and he was raised with manners. They're the opposite, total opposite. So that's why they hate Anthony Joshua.
Keep it to yourself.
Okay, I have another question. I'm sorry. When I talk to some of them, they tell me Anthony Joshua have a white promoter, but why they have 3 managers? JD's white.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also has to do because Joshua had the best resume in 3 belts, and they wanted to see Deontay Wilder, who had the puncher chance to beat the guy, so they could say our champion is better than yours.
So Wilder has a white promoter. That's okay. That's fine. Okay. Anthony Joshua has a white promoter. That's not okay.
The people that manage Wilder, they are white.
So why they hate
They
him?
all white.
I don't understand. It's like now they're calling Fury a racist. Whereas I don't understand why Black Americans bring race when it benefits them. But when
They're
you bring
brainwashed.
to them, they start
Well, Matrix, you're not to answer that, Euro.
Carla, you just said it right. You just said it right on, and you're 100% right. It's hypocrisy. That's what it is. They use it. It's become they've weaponized racism. That's what it is, and it's sad because, like, to what Recognize was saying, I have a large Ugandan community where I live. Become friends with a lot of them. Listen, family-oriented people, cookouts all the time, and they tell me that they're shocked. They say we're shocked by how black kids in this country now talk to police. How they just it's a lack of respect, and then they just flip everything. And I'm not saying all of them by no means, because not all, but just go on YouTube, punch in black teenage girls talking disrespectful to police, and there's thousands of videos. It's insane. It's just a level of disrespect that they just and you're having a hard time understanding it. Just remember, everything they're saying is hypocrisy, and it's driven by an ugly place. You're into boxing, you love the sport, you're coming from a good place.
Yeah, they're brainwashed, bro. A lot of them are just very brainwashed. And it's, believe it or not, it's the mainstream media that brainwashes them. They believe in the mainstream media, and if you look at the mainstream media, it's really white people, Jewish.
It's like in that show, Skip and Shannon. They try to bring race into it, and Fury, like, he put a stop to that real quick. They do everything to try to involve race.
They argue about everything. They just pick a side. But that one reporter in the pre-fight, in the press conference, he was. You hold on one second, guy. That one reporter.
You hold on 1 second.
You hold on there. Hey, 15%. Hold up. That
now it's 50%, right?
Hold on straight here. That one reporter was asking, like, trying to angle that question that it's Black History Month, and like Fury was like, fuck that. Hey, listen, man, race is the lowest. It's the lowest common denominator, man. Unless you're blind, fucking, you can tell black from white. You don't even need to watch the rest of the boxing match or the football game or the vote or not. It's the easiest. It's the lowest level of a choice. You know, it's called it doesn't get any easier.
It's called the rap.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier than saying, look, this guy's got straight hair. He's 85% European, obviously.
Thank you.
The man's got a 23andMe framed behind him. No, but
thank you for
I'm just saying,
getting
like,
straight.
You know, if you think about it, man, it doesn't get any.
No
It doesn't get much more base level in that fucking race. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty. I don't know, man.
All right, caller. Anything else?
What I'm trying to say is that if you watch Deontay Wilder and Barbershop, they're using the rest people, their followers. They're just using them because what he's saying, they don't believe it. You know, this dude doesn't believe what he's saying. Wilder, it's not a racist. I don't care if he's from Alabama, he's from the worst place. What he's saying is just for him to get a crowd, for people to follow him.
Yes.
You know, it's the easiest way for him to get a crowd because he doesn't sell. People don't like him. So the kind of the demographic of the people that he's looking for is the thug. People in the streets that will listen to the bullshit that is coming from his mouth. And it's unfortunate that those people don't have good parents and good teachers at home to tell them that this guy is just using them for his own benefit, for his own gain.
That's right.
Oh man, this guy's perfect. Man, I couldn't have said it any better, man. Exactly. They're being misled by this guy. It's true. Anyways,
listen, 78's a fake. 78 guys with the big channels like that.
Yeah.
Right. They just want to be Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton, everybody knows, even the black community knows that dude's a race hustler. That's all he is.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you can hear 78 for like 5 seconds. And if you can't tell me that this is a cheap pimp, that's all he is, a cheap race pimp, you know, we finna cook up on this. Like, dude, you sound stupid as fuck. How old are you? Like, this is what your show's about? He's just hustling black dudes.
They just want those super chats, those subscribers. It's pretty pathetic.
Yeah, and they're desperate for Wilder to get back so that those donations keep rolling in.
Yeah, because without, like you said, they're not gonna sit there and listen to these channels talk about Teofimo Lopez or other boxers.
No, they interested about Wilder. Listen, I get it's the identity. Look, that's normal. but now what's taken away? It's the zero. This invincibility that
Mm-hmm.
he could just touch you. He doesn't need boxing skills. He could just touch you and the fight's
Yeah.
over.
It's like
Right?
he was a
He could
god.
baptize you with one punch.
All right, guy. Sorry, but we gotta move on. Caller, thanks for the phone call. Call back again next time, okay?
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Sound like Gene Pascal.
Jean.
Yeah,
Jean.
Wilder,
Jean.
he's
Hey, hold on,
like
hold
in
on.
it. Look, okay.
Because we have a phone call. We have a bunch of phone calls, and they've been waiting.
Yeah, sure.
813. You're on the air. 813.
Red Glove.
Who's that?
Hey,
Red Glove.
what up?
Red Glove on Dale Mabry.
Knew it. Pete knew it. Yeah, it's me, Red Glove Militant. How y'all doing today?
Pretty good. What's on your mind?
Man.
Hey, that last caller from Africa, he was spitting fire.
Yo, yeah.
Like,
He was just asking good questions that like he basically, like what's with them with the hatred because he's looking at it like, yo, are you guys not noticing like, Joshua's black too? Like chill out, man.
Yo, you go to church, they pass the basket. You go to this church, they pass the basket.
You know what I find to be funny about this whole thing, right? So they want the case for the black American, right? I bet you a lot of these guys don't eat. I bet you they got a cousin, a brother, somebody in their family that they can't stand. But Deontay Wilder, who don't know them from a hole in the wall, they're gonna blindly follow him and support him. And like I said, he don't know shit about them. So, it's very hypocritical. Like, I always thought that the whole race thing, supporting your own is kind of stupid. Because it's like, okay, congratulations. His mom fucked his dad, and he was born, and they just so happen to be the same skin color that you are. There ain't nothing
no control.
to be proud
That's the one they
about
got no control over.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing in that.
But I control my 85%.
Like, what is there really to be proud about? Sorry, guys. I'm
No, you good.
I was about to get gas,
you good, right?
But there's nothing to be proud about. Like, you didn't accomplish anything. Like, okay, congratulations, you exist. I do too. I may not be African American.
You just came out of your mother.
We accomplished the same thing. Exactly. We were lucky enough not to be the sperm that got swallowed or ended up on a napkin or something.
Yeah, I'm just one of the sperm cells that made it. That's all. That's all it is.
All right, Red. There's a lot of wind in the background, so
yeah, it's pouring rain outside. Red
yeah, I don't know where you
Red Glove, you from?
Yeah,
it
is. Yeah, because
Red Glove's about 15 minutes away from me right now with a rain jacket from a payphone.
No, I just recognize the area code. Now I know it to be from up there, up north. Well, I'm from. Anytime I go to Florida, I'm from the South Florida.
Yeah, well, Pete literally lives like 20 minutes away from where I'm at, so he knows what the weather is like right now. I'm in my car now, so you ain't gonna be hearing the wind and all that. But
put the top up.
But yeah, like it. Here's what a lot of these boxing fans need to understand. If you just are a fan of boxing, and that doesn't mean you can't support certain fighters or whatever, but don't put so much emphasis on the O, because throughout history, all the greats took losses. If you're fighting the best competition, you're gonna come across somebody who got your number. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened to Deontay Wilder. He fought a bunch of guys who weren't worth shit. He fought a guy who was worth something, and he got his ass kicked.
That's it.
There's no reason for after 33 fights to say that he's a baby. If he's still a baby after 33 fights, you didn't bring him along right, and you got some stepping up to do at that point.
What's his name?
Big time stepping up.
Fanon, whatever his name is. He was calling Wilder a baby, a 34-year-old kid. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy?
You know what it is?
Isn't he the one? Isn't he the one talking about that the gloves were loaded? Isn't he the one who started that? I heard that Fanon was the one who started talking about that the gloves were loaded.
Listen.
It's like, you do understand that somebody from Wilder's team was there when they were wrapping the gloves, right? Or wrapping the hands, right?
Like,
He
do
doesn't
you
know.
like? How long has this guy been watching boxing?
He doesn't know
There's
how
a
it
reason why
works.
you see
You don't know.
signatures
Not just
on the
the
tape.
representative, not just the representative from Fury's camp. I mean, from Wilder's camp, but somebody from fucking Nevada. Two people. Yeah, the
Yeah,
commission.
so but you know what you're
Exactly.
saying? That somebody that means that somebody in Wilder's camp was basically what these idiots are saying is somebody in Wilder's camp and Nevada all in on the plot to defeat
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder. Like, get out of here, man.
Yeah, they showed Andy Lee
Yeah,
standing next
they-
to the NASC official
But
in the back,
you know what
watching
I
Wilder
think it
get
is?
wrapped.
Recognize. I think they actually just don't know shit about boxing. They probably
They
don't
That's the
don't
even
bottom
know
line
shit
to
about
it.
boxing.
That's what
You're
I don't know
100%
how
right.
you guys even watch these channels, man. I don't even know who these motherfuckers.
Listen,
I don't watch
you
them.
can miss.
Bullshit,
I'm in
Red Glove.
circles, right? And I hear them talk about this shit.
Hey, listen, I've been like I said, man. I've been quiet trolling. No comments. Just listening to these motherfuckers. It's the funniest thing in the world, man. It's the funniest. The three
They're
top
claiming
money
he
makers.
turned off the camera for his dressing
Hold on,
room.
let me finish
but
this
then
point.
they said, "Oh yeah, he must
You've
have
been
had
talking
somebody
to 100% X.
from
You've
Wilder's
been getting the
camp."
lowdown from X.
The three biggest money channels, right? That get a lot of money. That's my conclusion, Red Glove. The three biggest channels on that side, right? They're calling for this fight to happen right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know why. Bro, they're making some money over there. You know, they get little donations, $2 here, $3 there,
passing the
$5
basket.
here, you know. and it's constantly. If they do that stream for like an hour, they're making some money. So they're losing out. You know, because sooner or later, you know, that topic's gonna die out.
Shouldn't
Right
they
now, it's still
diversify
hot.
their content? Shouldn't they diversify their content at some point? It's like,
I mean, shit,
Well,
we were
I
talking about
agree.
this bullshit.
Yeah, I agree. They should divert, but they don't have nothing. They don't know boxing. So what?
No,
What they
that's
gonna talk about? They
It's
don't
true,
know
they
no
don't know what
boxing.
what they
I
wanna
mean,
talk
I've
about.
heard.
They
I've heard.
don't.
I've heard 78 say, you know, and I'm gonna keep using him because I've been listening to his channel. 78, I heard him say, "This is not about boxing."
Well, no shit.
Boy.
I'm like, yeah, I kind of figured that out.
He compared him covering boxing, his lifestyle and his relationship to boxing equivalent in one conversation. He compared it to Rosa Parks, storming the beaches of Normandy. No, I'm not making this up. Rosa Parks storming the beaches of Normandy in the essence of Malcolm X. This is a struggle. This is my life. I'm on high school, dude. This kid, honestly, and then he's fucking going over there and going down on Kung Pao chicken. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
He's
a
trying to
fraud.
get
He's a
that
fraud.
generation that he's trying to get that Normandy Beaches of Normandy super chat.
Yeah.
Because of that whole attitude, I made a joke recently calling Al Heyman Albert. What I call him, Albert, Malcolm X, Django Heyman, because they want to act like we don't live in the civil rights era. Okay, there's not people sicking dogs on you. Now, I'm not gonna act like it's perfect because it's not, but they want to act like racism is at an all-time high. When in reality, it's not. You can't honestly tell me that racism is higher now.
Money. It's about family. That's all. It's about how you were raised. Listen, I was raised in poverty in my area, right? You don't think my fucking father had to tell me when you get pulled over, look forward, yes sir, no sir, don't make no fucking moves, and don't make sure they see your hands or you're gonna get shot.
Get dumped.
I'm a white dude, but that was what it was like for me growing up. So when I hear these black dudes saying, white people don't know what it's like to, have to have a conversation about getting pulled. Like, what are you talking about, dude? I got one of the worst beatings I ever took was from a cop.
Exactly, man.
Oh yeah, back when they used to thump your ass.
Recently, recently I was at Walmart. And the cop, Walmart's a lot of times they have a cop out there, and I saw some black people talking to him all willy-nilly. All you got to do is be a decent person. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's racist cops out there, but they're far and few between. They're not. My uncle was a cop, and guess what? He was black. Okay, he died a couple of years ago in a scuba diving accident, but he was black, Huh?
No, I said sorry to hear that, brother.
What was that?
No, I'm
Oh
saying I
yeah,
said I'm sorry to hear that
Yeah, I mean, it was on the
about your
news.
uncle.
It was on the news because he was on the force for like 20. He was on the force for like 25 years or something like that, and he was scuba diving over in Lake Mead over in Nevada. Because there's a airplane that crashed there like a long ass time ago, and a lot of people scuba dive to see the plane. So that's what he was doing. He had a heart attack. But he was a black cop. He was African American, and that. And when I went to his funeral, there was white people, there was black people, because at the end of the day, this race shit really doesn't matter unless you make it matter.
Thank you. That's a good point, man. Hey, Red Glove, we're gonna have to move on because we have other people that are waiting.
Okay, I understand.
But
I know you got
more.
other callers, but
You need to fucking.
Thanks for having me
seriously,
on.
bro. Thank
All right,
God
take
for
care,
people
Red
like
Glove.
you.
Sorry, Jimmy, we gotta move on. We have other phone calls. 443, you're on the air. 443.
The phone lines are jammed.
They are jammed.
Yo.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I just want to respond. I mean, 2 calls ago, the African dude called in, and then you have the recognized guy talking about the reason that they don't like AJ. I don't know. He just brought up the differences between African American culture and immigrant African culture. I don't think that's it. My family's African. I was born here in the U.S., but I think it's just that they hate AJ because he's not American black. I think that's the main issue, because if you compare it, first they hate Eddie Hearn. They're like, oh, that's a slave master or whatever. But I mean,
It's that British
if
bullshit.
Wilder was to lose, they switch sides like weather vanes right to jumping on AJ, because I mean AJ is the next black thing that's quote unquote dominating. So I think they just hate. They prefer their black athletes to be American first, and because you can't have 2 competing black athletes, which is why they won't support AJ in my view.
But you know what? It was never competitive. I think they also hate his resume because they know that AJ had faced killers, and Deontay had never faced a tough fight. So
They're trying to
jealous of that
psychoanalyze
too.
race baiters, man. Come on, man. They're just saying what they got to say to put a dollar in the
Yeah,
basket.
I mean, listen.
That's all it is.
The caller might be right. He might be right over.
Remember Coming to America? They treated those guys fine. Remember the barbershop?
Right.
Oh yeah, sure they did. No, but I think he's right. I think it's like nationalism type of thing. But I also believe it's and I'm not painting all African Americans in that under that umbrella, but there is a segment, and it seems like the LDBC come from that segment of this low life mentality. If you're not a disrespectful person, you don't have you have bad mannerisms, they like you. That type of thing.
Yeah. Look at the parallels. AJ, gold medal. Deontay, bronze medal. AJ, Povetkin, AJ, White. Deontay, fighters he had ducked.
It seems like some people on the LDBC like this anti-sociable behavior. It's like accepted with them. The violent outbursts.
Okay, yeah. No doubt. That's true. But I'm just saying though, like they're those people in general, they're very fickle. Like once Wilder fight loses, I 100% believe, because they're all about black consciousness, you a king, this and that, kings and blah blah blah. Like I put it like this. So y'all know Franchon's Zern Cruz, right? She's the female
the girl
boxer.
that
She
fought
lost
against
to
the Hispanic girl.
Right. So I went to I watched the Wilder versus Fury fight in the theater here in Maryland. And I didn't know she was in the audience, right? Now me, like I said, I'm African, so I got an African necklace that I rock around with because both my parents is African. Yada yada. I was for Fury, vocally so. Like when he got knocked down, I jumped up, yeah. The whole crowd. I don't know if y'all know Maryland, Baltimore. It's pretty much all the type of people that recognize talking about, like kind of like you consider low life, whatever, like hood niggas. Yeah, bro, like at the end of the showing, she ended up getting up, and it was dark. I didn't know it was her. And she said, "I'm a professional boxer," and I squinted. I said, "Oh, you Franchon Cruz?" I said, "Oh yeah." And she was talking about, and I started reach my hand out to shake her hand, and she's like, "Ah." She just like pulled her hand back. "No, that's not right. What you're doing? That's a black man, and he's out there."
Not joking.
But I'm like, bro, like,
yo, no joke, or like she was being
that.
for real, or
She was serious.
No, I'm being for real.
Well,
Actually,
she's
I got
married to
a
a
fake
black
Twitter
trainer,
account.
right?
Also,
her
no, dude,
spouse
if you go to her Twitter, if you go to her Twitter, where she calls, there's a tweet where she says, "I just saw some house nigger shit" or some shit like that.
Whoa.
She was actually talking about me, and she was with a dude. A dude was there.
Who's
I don't
this
know
now?
who he was. It was
Caller,
a
I'm sorry.
boyfriend
I don't mean to
or
cut you off. What's her name?
Franchon Cruz, the girl
Cruz.
that
She
fought
lost
the Mexican girl that
Alexandra
tested
Jimenez.
positive for PDs.
Like her hair.
The one with the wig.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but
With the
you said
wig, yeah,
you're of
yeah.
African descent. So you're telling me that a Spanish girl started cussing you up about how
No,
you were
not
going to
cussing.
react?
No.
Wouldn't shake
No,
his
Franchon
hand.
is black.
She wouldn't
No.
shake his hand.
Franchon Cruz was the girl that fought the Hispanic girl, Jimmy.
All right.
The girl wearing the wig,
Listen.
the African American girl.
All right.
Listen,
African Asian, I think. I don't know.
Listen, that Spanish bitch needs to fuck off. And I'm Spanish, okay? Get the fuck out of here. What
No,
does she
she's
know?
not Spanish. Recognize. Remember that
She's
fight
on
of the
some
girl
mega
that was wearing the wig?
I don't care what the fuck she is. She
Whoever
needs to fuck
she
off.
is.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoever she
You
is.
remember that fight? The girl that was wearing the wig, the black girl that fought the Mexican American girl.
Oh,
that used to be a
okay.
heavyweight.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
losing her wig. Remember that fight about 3 weeks ago?
She was being right. I know what you're talking about. She's being disrespectful.
that
Fuck
her.
her. That's what I'm saying. Fuck her. She's being disrespectful. The man's being polite. She stuck out his hand, recognizing that she's a professional.
Oh no,
and all that.
no! It wasn't her. It wasn't her. That chick don't even speak English. No, I'm talking about Franchon Cruz is in the audience. Who Franchon Cruz? If y'all don't watch female boxing, I know a lot of people don't.
No, I
She's
don't.
the one that I think.
What's her
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to explain to them.
Wait,
it's
wait,
the
wait,
girl
wait,
with
wait,
the
wait,
wig,
wait.
the black girl, married to that boxing trainer.
Time out. What was her name? The girl that you went to shake her hand? What was her name?
Franchon Cruz. Franchon Discern Cruz.
Cruz.
I think she's promoted by Bernard
CRUZ, right? CRUZ.
What
I got it. I got it. I'm gonna post a picture so you guys know who he's talking about. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, but that's what I mean. They're on this whole fake mentality. So they saw me wearing I wear African necklace. They saw that shit. Like you wearing an African necklace, so you should be supporting the black man. Blah 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 blah. Yada yada. And then the dude she was with, like, I don't know, he got heated. He just started calling me a house nigga. You a house nigga. You a house nigga. And then he came. Like he was about to
how is this
fight me
hyper
and
emotional shit, man? Like, what's wrong with these people?
Are
Man?
you serious, dude? They were fucking
what you should have
calling you
said.
that?
You should have said, yeah, no, I
1,000%. If you go to her Twitter right now, like you'll see, she said there was a house nigger incident. She was talking about me, and I replied to her in her fake Twitter account.
Amazing.
But anyway,
Shelly
that's
Finkel?
beyond the
black
point.
girl
But
with a Spanish last name.
That's unbelievable.
That's what I mean. They're all under
That's so
this consciousness thing, though.
That's just so
This
disrespectful.
black
hold
chick
on,
with a
guys.
Spanish last name talking to a dude who comes from Africa like that.
All right, caller.
That's amazing.
Anything else before we move on?
No, other than the one dude was I don't know who it was, but he was talking about the police or whatever. Like you Google, you find people being disrespectful to police. And that's kind of a reason for that. Like the police are a bunch of assholes. Even for me, like I'm not like off the block, whatever. Like I give respect where it's due respect. You know, I've been in the military, I did all my shit. But they when you give people a little bit of power, they start tripping. So I don't know about those communities that they're policing a lot of times, but I'm sure that it's not all black and white. Like that, like the police are just getting cussed out.
No, listen, like
they hem me up.
Most cops are good people, but there's some that are assholes. Yeah, that's what you're gonna bump into in any.
But almost every metropolitan city now has wearing GoPros, so everything's recorded now.
Yeah.
So it's like where everything in society. That's what's so funny. All I hear about is fucking white supremacy. Where's all the video of all the white supremacists doing all this horrible?
All right,
that's all I'm saying.
If you actually watch the videos, like if you ever watch the cop block videos, you know that
that they can actually turn off the mics on the GoPros, or they can actually start recording at an opportune time. Here in Baltimore, actually, there was video with a so-called body cam where they actually planted crack on the dude, and the only reason they got caught is because they didn't know that the video started recording. I think about 10 seconds before they pressed. So he planted the crack and he pressed it 10, but it has a memory of the so that's the reason he got caught.
But
So,
if I'm not mistaken, that was a black cop, wasn't it? I remember that incident.
I don't know if he's black. I don't know if he's black. I'm not even saying the black one. I'm just saying cops are assholes in general. Like when you give them too much power and they believe. Like I've been hemmed up myself, bro. Like I'm not even like saying like I work like cybersecurity. I do nerd shit. So like
You from Baltimore, right?
Not anybody power corrupt.
All right.
What?
You from Baltimore, right?
I live not in Baltimore itself, but yeah, I'm in Maryland.
Okay. So you're not too far from there. Baltimore got a murder rate that's third world country status, bro. They're doing bad out there.
It's higher than third world.
Those police are underpaid too, but there's all kinds of.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Breaking up.
Yo,
yeah, you're breaking up, guys. We're gonna move on from this phone call.
Caller, check this out, man. Check this out, caller. This year, Baltimore is on pace to break last year's record by 38%, bro. Yo, Baltimore's about to have like if it keeps going this pace,
every year.
There's gonna have 400 over 400 homicides, and that's a little town to be having fucking 400 homicides.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just bought a vacation
every year,
spot in
though.
West Baltimore.
That's not new to me, so.
All right, caller. Thanks for our phone call. Call back.
Stay safe, brother.
Be safe, man.
Take care. All right. I just want to thank Mark Salmons for his contribution. He says, "Great show. Keep up the good work. New to the channel, banned from a couple of others." That's right.
Banned from a couple others.
Well, they all have wrenches over there, and yeah, I think I know which channels you're referring to. Hey, Jimmy, did you see Shelly Finkel screaming at Wilder's trainer for throwing the towel?
Mark Breeland.
Yeah, Mark Breeland.
I didn't see what. There's a video. I haven't seen that yet.
But that's what I heard.
That out. It's a video.
Oh yeah, right after the fight, bro. He was fucking yelling at him, man.
Of course, Finkel fucking because he wants. He knows he lost a lot of money.
I mean, it's going to be because it's not Breeland's fault. He got 1-2'd.
Yeah.
And think about how much price tag just came off of fucking selling the PBC. That's all. Say if you're in negotiations with say Dana White, and you're like, okay, this is what you got. You got this person who controls the WBC and the heavyweight has the money. That's gone. It's all gone. All his heavyweight. His champions on fire. It's not good. And then he has no new talent coming. So I don't know.
Shelly Finkel looks like the brain from Pinky and the Brain.
He looks like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Well, Shelly Finkel cost his client a lot of money. She was taking that 120 and ran. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, but Shelly Finkel should know that.
But you know why?
Because
they're influenced by the largest section of fucking people on YouTube is the LDBC. You didn't notice, like, all of a sudden, I noticed it on, was it Jacob's Ring Walk and coming in to fucking fight Triple G in New York. He came in, remember he was wearing the fucking African garb and had the dances and it fucking, the announcer's like, oh, well, he's paying homage to his home in the Bronx. And you can tell he fucked up Mauro Ranallo, but he's got a little bit of issues himself. And, and then Gary Russell, it's like they see the narrative and they realize the people they have to please. Because I'll tell you right now, Danny Jacobs isn't a racist kid. I know people who know him. One of the nicest kids. So
you're breaking up, Jimmy.
New to keep them off him. What?
You're breaking up a little bit there.
Breaking up? Okay, shit.
I think you're okay now. You're okay now. Jax Win says, "I'm out. Going to Boxing Eagles channel." Well, enjoy that shit. What else?
Everybody in the PBC is looking horrible. That I'm kind of getting a liking to the Charlos. They're like the ones that are looking the best, and they're by far not that good either. Like attitude wise.
Good point.
I mean, they're professional duckers, man. They don't fight anybody. I mean, the older brother, since he became a 160, think about it, dudes. He became a middleweight almost 3 years ago now. Fuck, who's he fought? One-legged guys, Guy's ranked 38th. And it's how many fucking gimme fights in a row? And you just lose interest. I don't even give a shit when he's fighting because he's never
I
fighting
got some
anybody.
respect for the 54-pounder. Jermell. Jamal's the oldest one. Jermell, the 54-pounder.
I guess because he
fights with
fought Anderson. But I don't think he
bald head?
expected Tony Anderson to be that good. Anderson, that was more of a
Look at him sneaking up on
I
Breeland.
personally thought Charlo won the first fight.
We got a phone call. 347. You're on the air. 347.
Oh, look at that.
Hello. Yes. Welcome to the show. What's on your
Hello?
mind? Yes.
Yeah.
Mute your speakers,
good
please.
evening.
Um,
Yeah,
can you mute?
I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
All right. Can you mute YouTube, please?
You have to mute your turn off the
Turn your volume down, brother.
Turn the volume down on your radio or your computer.
Oh my god.
This is nice. Brooklyn, turn your radio down.
All right, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Always got to teach.
Yeah, I want to ask a question. How can Deontay Wilder blame his loss on costume? Can someone explain to me, please?
On what? On what?
The costume.
Oh well.
Yeah, the costume that he lost Tyson Fury because of the costume he wore. Is that right?
It makes sense.
That's what he's saying.
The LEDs might have fucked with his vision, man.
He's making excuses. I mean, what do you want?
I never heard him make.
He lost. He lost.
He lost. Get over.
Look at Finkel. Look at Finkel.
The fact is his eardrum wasn't fucking. The fact that his eardrum wasn't ruptured and he was just that beat up.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Oh, hold on now, Jimmy.
Well, let the caller, guys, let the caller speak. Let the caller go ahead.
Okay. I mean, as a professional boxer, it's embarrassing for him to say that.
Yeah. So what do you think happened?
He said his costume that made him lose to Fury. I'm highly disappointed in Deontay Wilder.
Did you pick Wilder to win the fight?
No, I never picked. I know Fury going to beat him.
Okay.
Believe me, I've been praying for Wilder to lose for a long time.
Oh. Why is that?
I've been praying for him to lose because he's too much. He's too much. In the sport of boxing, anyone can lose. Anyone can lose. He's too much. I remember when AJ lost, he said AJ has no heart of a champion. He keeps saying all kind of nonsense on his television. Now he lost. What will he say? I'm actually waiting for Blue Boss TV to say something. He can't even say anything now. He's down.
I like this guy.
Yeah. Do you
Call
want
again
to?
for sure, brother.
Do you want to see a third fight?
I don't want to see it. Fury's gonna beat him. So.
All right.
I don't see Wilder beating Fury. When you look at how he lost, it's different. Because if you compare Wilder's loss and AJ, you see AJ's one is different. He's supposed to fight Big Baby. Then they switch it to here comes Andy Ruiz. 6 weeks. He didn't know anything about Andy Ruiz, I believe.
Yeah.
He went back to his drawing board and beat Andy Ruiz. Wilder can't beat Fury. Remember the first fight? Wilder lost that first fight.
Yeah, exactly. This was the second fight. It's true. It's not like
He
Wilder
lost
didn't.
the first fight.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anything else?
He lost the first fight.
Anything else?
That's it. That's all I want to say. No.
Okay.
I'm not happy with him. I'm not happy as a professional boxer. He shouldn't give costume as he shouldn't use costume as an excuse.
All right. Hey, man. Thanks for the phone call. You have a good night. Take care.
Costume skill.
And you too.
Look at Finkel's old ass running up on Mark Breeland. Look at Breeland. Turns around like, what the fuck do you want, man? What are you doing up? Why are you on the ring apron?
Yeah. I don't...
Look at Breeland's like, what the fuck? This deputy sheriff's like fucking staring at those at Wilder's girl's titties or something. I don't know what he's looking. Look at this.
Mark
Look at this
Breeland
chrome
would
dome.
piece
Son of
up
a.
Shelly Finkel up. He would piece him up.
No offense to recognize, but look at this white motherfucker, chrome dome.
How dare you? How dare you talk about 85% of my...
You're 85% insulted. Breeland's like, dude, I will knock you out, Finkel.
Yeah, you probably Breeland's like, yo, get your old ass out of here, man.
Yeah,
Get the
what?
fuck
Am
out
I
of here.
dealing with fucking Finkel now? Jesus Christ.
All right, guys, we got another phone call. So let's take
What are you doing?
559. You're on 559. You're on the air. 559.
Hey, you guys hear me clear?
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show.
Yo.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to say that I went to the fight and I want to tell all the Wilder fans that would come in. None of them were saying they stopped it too early. It looked so much more brutal live than it did on TV. After I watched it a few hours ago actually at work, and it didn't compare. It was so brutal when you were watching it live. Nobody said it was too early. In fact, I had a few Wilder fans tell me they thought they were going to stop it in the fifth because he had no legs under him. You know, I thought it was genius of Fury to go forward because everybody knows that Wilder doesn't run, he doesn't jump rope, he doesn't do anything. 100% of his training consists of sparring. So, and it's just a bunch of nobodies fucking running around the ring as he throws haymakers, you know, for a fucking hour or whatever he does. So he's never gone back. You know, I thought, and when I rewatched it on TV, if you notice, his trainer never gave any advice because what advice can he tell him? You know, like, oh, parry or something. He can't. He doesn't know how to do anything. So there was no advice. He opened his mouth once to tell him if he wants some fucking water. That was it. If you watch the whole thing, you'll see he never gave him instructions.
Yo, he was incoherent from the second round on.
I would suggest he does need to get a whole new trainer. The only problem is, you know, it's like, well, can you teach an old dog new tricks? But no, the problem with him is, well, fuck, he's like one of those ASPCA fucking dogs in commercials right now. So I don't know if you can teach him anything, you know?
You sure as hell can't teach a simple-minded dog new tricks. I'll tell you this, he was incoherent from the second round on. There's nothing to tell this guy. And here's something else. Your boy Bailey was about one punch away from stopping it himself. You seen how he was looking? That 1-2 shot that Fury landed on Wilder that split his guard. Bailey was looking in there like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
No, it's always like
He's
that.
about to stop it.
He's always like that. He's always like that.
Yeah, you see him pointing at everybody before the fight. What I say, you must obey. Slapping him on the back to break him up. Break him up. Break him up. He's slapping. He's slapping Fury on the back like your girlfriend tries to break up a fight. Stop.
What? Anything else, caller?
What else you got, baby?
Oh, no, that is it. I just wanted to tell the Wilder fans that if you were there, you would have been just okay with him stopping it, even in the fifth round. It looked fucking horrible, and it mostly has to do with Wilder going back and he never being used to it. I mean, his legs look tiny out there. It looked fucking like my dick is thicker, and it looked fucking incredibly. He was wobbly. He looked like a fucking giraffe. Like it was ridiculous. So I want to tell all the Wilder fans that think, oh, it was early or he was fine or whatever. The fucking if you were there, you wouldn't think so. So I just want to say that.
He got beat down, right?
Take care.
In other words, I mean, it looked bad on TV. I can imagine what it looked like live.
Nobody expected that shit. Come on, man. He mowed him down.
It probably did look worse, like in the arena.
Yeah, especially if you got good seats. Definitely.
It looked pretty bad on TV. I tell you that.
Yeah,
right
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yo, I was yelling, "Stop the fight!"
Too, so
I was yelling, "Stop the fight!" man, in my drunken state.
I bet you were.
Stop the fight!
I was like sit down. It's just the undercard.
That's when that's when the Haitians got up on you, right? Like,
that's right.
Yeah.
BDA's like, all right, Bucho, we gotta go. Nah, man, he's fucking fighting me, man. All right. Oh.
But yeah, maybe we should end the show. We've been here for a while.
Hang on, I'm almost. Let's see here. Well, here's what I'm going to ask you guys in closing, right? I want to ask you guys this in closing.
In conclusion, go ahead.
What was it that Wilder was that much? I mean, was Fury that much better? Or was Wilder that? And can a third fight go that bad? I don't think a third fight can even go that bad.
I think it was both. Fury could actually
look at my icon before you answer. Don't screw with me. All right.
Oh, I see it. Shelly Finkel there.
Watch your mouth before you answer. But honestly, man, I mean, we're getting a little bit fucking carried away on. I mean, it couldn't have gone any worse for Wilder, and it couldn't have gone any better for Fury. Let's be real. You know?
For people who
it's all Fury... what it is. It is what it is coming. I don't care who was what and what was what and what's going to happen in the next fight. I always knew this ass whipping was coming one day.
But you thought it was going to come from Fury?
No. I knew that he's capable of doing it. I didn't say, I said, look, he would outbox him for 12 rounds. That's what I said.
Hey, now Frank Warren is mentioning the UK as a potential location for the third fight. Imagine
I say that's what they need to do. If I'm Fury, hey, buddy boy, I fought you twice in your hometown.
Oh yeah.
Now you gotta fight me at my hometown.
It's game over.
Game over for your boy.
I wonder who has the man. You know, knowing Bob, Big Bobby. I wonder who has the venue for the rematch. That's a good question. Now you know what they're gonna pay that site. If Vegas pays another site fee, they're gonna have it in Vegas again.
Yeah, they probably will. But don't be surprised if they try to swindle a nice little stadium to get Wilder in there.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there's not a stadium big enough for AJ and Fury right now.
No.
That's a fucking Rumble in the Jungle type crowd right there. That's fucking huge.
Shit, I think I might finally take a trip over there. Fuck it.
Good point.
For that fight.
Yo, Gonzalo goes one time. He goes, "Hey Stu, I'm gonna come over to the UK sometime and drink some tea with you." And Stu goes, "Okay." And he goes, "And cut you off every 5 seconds." Gonzalo come in with some jokes once in a while.
He's like you, Pete.
Funny guy, straight hair.
Funny how? Like, what do you mean funny? Like you're funny? Like I'm funny?
When the guy servicing your elevators keeps yelling out, "It's macho time!" every time he walks in there.
That is one sorry ass motherfucker.
Macho coming in.
All right, we know it's macho time. Can you please service this fucking thing, please?
Recognize Camacho.
You know, it's not a guarantee that the third fight will happen because Tyson Fury also has to accept the fight.
I mean,
well, Tyson Fury could say, "Look, I want a certain percentage." Fuck boy.
They might. AJ and Fury might get together and pay Wilder to fucking sit one fight out, recover.
And so he could go back to America
about this eardrum thing, right? I mean, I'm assuming that was a ruptured eardrum. What I saw, I've seen ruptured eardrums before.
It looks like it.
Mostly, well, I'm not going to say that because my girl might be listening. But the thing is this: that what do we? That wasn't a ruptured eardrum. Now we're saying that was a cut on the ear. That was like a cut.
Exactly.
In the ear canal. Like, how the fuck do you cut somebody in their ear canal like that?
Nah, I think he had like not like a nose ring, but like an earring before. An earring hole.
Yeah,
so I think that's how the cut got started.
At first, that's what I thought it was. Maybe he got laced in the ear, but man, that shit was pouring out of there like a river, you know.
He had a piercing. He had a piercing before, and that's how it got started.
Cry me a river.
It was the piercing that. Well,
that was the piercing.
Yeah. What I was trying to say is like there's already stipulated in the contract and the rematch clause that it's a 60-40 split.
Yeah.
But I heard Max Kellerman speaking about how the third fight won't happen unless Fury agrees to it. I don't know what he meant by that, but that's what he said.
Well, me too. I heard that. How does that work?
I don't know. Did you hear that too, Bucho?
Yeah, I heard that too. So if Fury
every
doesn't
contract, hey, listen, boys. All right. Take it for somebody who's 85% and does contracts talks all the time.
Oh, okay.
When you do a job, when you get a first contract, somebody says, "Well, you know, we'll leave it. There's a possibility that we can do this project again, right?" All depending on what happens on the first one, and it's in the contract. It actually states that we can continue working depending on our agreement after the first contract we sign. There's always what's the word I'm looking for? You're always open to negotiation on the next contract, which is I can say, well, you pay me this amount.
Yeah, we
and
saw
you
that
want me
with
to do the same.
Ruiz and Joshua, right? Yeah.
Right. You pay me this amount. Now I want this amount. Right. Even in the contract. Right. Even if like for instance they have a rematch clause, and you saw that Andy Ruiz ended up getting more money, regardless that he signed the contract. Right. He would take the rematch for $9 million. First fight, I think it was. I mean, the second fight, if you want that, he would get $9 million, and he ended up getting $6 million more. The reason why Joshua did it and did it so urgent because Ruiz within the contract was within his right to decline the rematch. So they used that as leverage, $15 million. They added $6 million to the $9 million, and there you go. So Wilder could do this. I mean, excuse me, Fury could say, "I want 70% to your 30."
Yeah, here's the thing. It serves Wilder. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, he could hold out. It serves Wilder to let. Here's what I'd say to Wilder. Here's what I'd say to Greedy Boy Finkel, Mr. Trainer himself, the Crypt Keeper. I'd say, look, let Fury and AJ go at it. We're going to pay you your greedy ass some money.
40%.
Let's just say AJ and Fury have a war. You can have Fury afterwards. Pay-per-view, back in Vegas. Lighter costume, the whole deal.
Wilder would never do that.
Why?
Oh, wait,
what if he
hold
gets
on.
paid twice
I'm
the
going
money?
to
What if he gets paid
tell you
twice the
why.
money, dog?
No,
What
Jimmy,
do you think
you're
is
too
the
low.
worst scenario? What do you think is the worst scenario
Too low,
for
Jimmy.
Deontay Wilder? The result of that fight. What would be the worst scenario that could happen for him?
Fury get knocked out?
By?
AJ, baby.
There you go, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's... In other words, listen, you got your ass beat for 7 rounds. Let Fury get his ass beat for 7 rounds, and then maybe it'll be a fight.
Hey, can I say something? Jimmy, we can't hear you. It's very low. Very low.
Oh, you can hear me?
It's like super low, man.
Because something's fucked up. No, because I just wanted to say to Pete real quick, because you said nobody expected it a little while ago. I just wanted to say, what was that?
Oh, my bad, Jimmy. My bad, James.
I called, actually, I fucked up. I called it too soon. I called Fury, but stop fourth.
Yeah.
You were on the fucking fence until the last second.
Yeah.
Put a gun to your head.
No, dude, listen. No, I was going Fury, but I wasn't. Whole fence thing was, you say it's late round. My inner fight was, will he carry the straight? Literally, that's the.
Yeah, you picked with your heart. With your heart. I remember.
Yeah, no, that's right. And so I came to the realization. I'm like, I looked at his past fights.
You sound like they shrunk you, like in the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Come back.
Oh, really?
Come back, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy, fix your
you guys
sound.
are loud as fuck right
Play your
now.
girl's headset again. Remember
Fix
you
your
robbed
sound.
your girl's headset, your poor girlfriend?
In the meantime,
Yo,
while Jimmy's fixing his phone
volume,
let's go on 337. You're on the air. 337.
What's up, family? It's Dead Game Boxing.
Dead Game.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm feeling fantastic, man.
Perfect.
Fantastic. We had a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Time to run it back.
Okay, so
run it back.
Third fight. You want it?
Do I want it?
Yes.
Do you want it, Dead Game? Straight up.
Do you want it?
Straight up.
We want it, bro. We want it. We want it.
Right on.
Trilogy. Trilogy. That game, you don't dress your roosters up like that with that stupid costume, do you? Gotta wear them out.
Hey, that game.
Nah, man. I think. Go ahead.
You're a logical fan. I've talked to you.
Recognize.
I was going to ask you a question.
Do you remember? Recognize. Do you remember what I told you about who had better combination punches? You remember that conversation we had?
Yes, I do. I remember it.
And
you
what
said
I
that
told
Fury
you,
had
I
better
told you,
combination
Fury put
punches.
him on the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If Fury put him on the ropes, he was going to combination punch him and they won't stop the fight. Straight up.
That's what happened.
I remember your call, Dead Game. You started off with, I don't give a shit about either one of these two bums. And I agree with you too. I didn't.
Nah.
I still agree. With you.
No, he didn't
Come
say
on, in all
that.
seriousness, Dead Game said that Wilder got the fight.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't get caught with combinations, get put up on the ropes.
Damn. Look at this. Wilder did say that shit. He did say that.
He'd say what?
Dead Game.
He said
Let me
it.
ask you
He
a question.
said my uniform. God damn, Wilder.
We weren't joking. Fucking.
He didn't hurt me at all. This is a quote. He didn't hurt me at all. But the simple fact is that my uniform was way too heavy for me.
Dead
I didn't
Game.
have no legs from the beginning of the fight. In the third round, my legs were just shot all the way through. But I'm a warrior, and people know that I'm a warrior.
So that means he was weak. He's
Damn,
a weak.
he really did blame it on his costume.
No, but that he's saying what he's saying is he's weak. He's saying that he's weak.
Hold on.
I believe more the scenario where it's not the 45 pounds, but it's like the extra 11 pounds he's carrying up on his upper body.
Dude, man,
Now, that's more.
He was pacing around in that fucking locker room like a damn prison inmate.
Man, I'm going 47 years old. I ain't no 6'7", 34-year-old man, and I could pick up 80 pounds and walk that shit up the stairs still, and still have energy.
Damn.
Yeah. How much you weigh the first time? 216.
Hey, but recognize,
Time, what,
I'm
231?
going to tell you, and I don't want to be too graphic on here, but look like he busted about 2 nuts right before he walked in the ring.
Did you see that outfit? Did you see those titties? I can't blame him, man.
But you know something, Dead Game?
No.
Even if it's true that the outfit like drained him, that's still his fault. No, listen. But what I'm saying is that's still his fault. It's all part of the art. It's all part of the battle. The entrance, how you get yourself prepared. All that is part of the battle.
I want to get
should have done it like Fury got carried to the ring.
I want to get that outfit on the scale.
What Wilder
I want
doing,
I want that outfit on the fucking scale. That thing don't weigh more than 20 pounds.
Okay.
You see, Fury was stressed when he went up to the ring.
Wilder,
by 4 beautiful chicks.
All right, let Dead Game talk, please,
Let
guys.
Dead Game speak,
my
man.
bad, dude.
Dead Game, go ahead.
Go ahead, Dead.
So what was going on? Wilder was an emotional wreck, man.
Yep.
He was an emotional wreck. He was, he had other things on his mind instead of boxing. He had Black History Month. He had how he was looking in his uniform.
Them titties.
Or whatever that was he was wearing,
That Illuminati
he just
outfit.
wasn't focused, man. He was laying down next to his wife, cuddled up right before the fight.
He surrounded himself
I
with too
didn't
many
like none
white
of it,
devils. I'll be honest with you.
I seen him pacing since the Navarrete fight. That motherfucker was pacing back and forth since the Navarrete fight. Even
he wasn't right, bro.
Even Terrence
Andre
Crawford tried to come up and
Andre Ward's made a comment about that. He said
Terrence Crawford tried to come up and talk to him, and he fucking blew Terrence Crawford off. How dare you?
You might believe that, but if that would have been Fury who got knocked out, they wouldn't be saying that. Oh, he had a lot
Of course
on his mind.
not. Listen, it's all part of the battle. It's all part of, listen to me. It's all part mental. It's part of the battle. It is. Okay? If I'm sitting there smiling and you over there nervous and I beat you down, you're going to look back and be like, yo, that dude was calm, cool, collective. He had his poker face on. I didn't. He beat me. If you're a realist. Go ahead, Dead Game.
The best advice that I can give Wilder. Run it back. And if you come out of that with a victory, stay the hell away from Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is, to me, he's the only man that can, I don't know, man. He showed me some vulnerabilities. That right hand is not going to take you around the world, bro. He need more than that right hand. They got a lot of other stuff that he wasn't mentally in the game. He wasn't right,
Yeah, he was rattled.
The media fiasco, all the interviews, just it's just a bunch of excuses, man. He just didn't come to fight. He didn't come to fight.
Okay,
it,
so
it
let me ask you
shows.
then:
You know,
was that Wilder
so
having an off night and Fury having his best night, or both?
No,
That was a you
I
mowed
think
him
it
down,
was
dog. I
more
mean, you guys
of
called it, but goddamn, I didn't expect that. He fucking mowed him down, bro.
yeah. Fury walked through him, bro. Fury walked through him. It was
He walked
easy
through
work.
him like a joke.
I mean, shit. The best fight of the night was old boy right before who beat it. Gerald
Navarrete.
Washington. Old boy.
Navarrete.
No, not Navarrete. The boy who beat Gerald Washington. The one who.
Oh, you talking about
King
Martin.
Prince Charles Martin.
Charles Martin versus
Charles Martin,
yeah.
man. Charles Martin showed me something, man. Charles Martin fought a great fight. So I look at
You
that. That
think
was my
Washington's a
night.
little washed up,
Wilder,
though?
That's the biggest bank robber I've ever seen in my life. He got paid $7 million to take that fucking belt over there to the UK. I'll never forget the look at when he got sat down by Joshua, that grin on his face. He was like, "Oh, baby."
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm out,
man.
man.
I
I'm
thought
out, bro.
the Subriel Matias
I'll
versus
call back
Petros
later.
and
Man.
Nayano
Y'all
was
have
a
a
great
good
fight. Have a good night. Go ahead.
All right, Dead Game. Peace,
I want
bro.
Dead Game to have a press pass. Yo, Wilder, it looks like you busted 2 nuts before the fight. Is there any truth to that?
Is that true?
Did you see the Puerto Rican fight, Bucho?
The Puerto
I
Rican
saw
fight?
it.
The Puerto
I didn't see it when it happened because I was talking to BDA and Bucho, I think.
That was a fucking war, man.
How about
Yeah.
Amir Imam
I
striking
missed
out
that
again?
one.
This guy.
Yeah, me and Mom's a bum. Everybody's talking about, you should fight Terrence Crawford. What?
Shit.
What, man?
Amir Imam is I don't know, man. That was not a good look.
Yeah, Subriel looks like he's he's missing a couple of things. He's all right, man, but he needs some working with.
Oh, Subriel. Yeah, that's that. Oh, yeah. Saw that.
That was a good fight, Pete.
Yeah, I saw that. I hate to keep harping on it, but you guys weren't shocked at how one-sided that fight was?
No.
Come on. You
Which
recognize?
fight?
Shut up.
I'm telling you, you asked me. I said no.
You looked at the first fight, and then you thought about the second fight, and even though you called Fury to knock him out, you thought it was mow him.
I wasn't predicting a destruction. No, like that's
right.
But when it happened, yeah, it made sense to me. It's like
I wasn't shocked, but damn, I was like, damn, Wilder, that jab just took him out of. He was doing the fucking what, like you said, he doing the Dougie right after that hard jab in the second round.
Folks with it.
I seen him throw one.
That's what he was doing. He was doing all that.
He was doing the Dougie. Yeah, this is how we Dougie. I seen him throw one hard right hand that Fury caught or parried or whatever, or he rolled it or whatever. It's the only right hand I seen him worth the shit I seen him throw the whole night.
He hit him with that fucking shot, that overhand right, and his lip went the other way. I was like, damn, you ugly.
You see how much blood he spit out?
Teach me how to dug it.
Corner? He came to the corner and fucking vomited like the Exorcist, man.
Damn.
Yeah, it's hard for him to catch the Fury with full leverage because Fury's 6'9". If he extends his arms, how is Deontay Wilder supposed to punch through the target?
It is what
He did in the 12th round of the first fight. Shit.
It is what it is.
That's different.
It is what it is.
Round.
It is what it is.
I think when they were sizing each other up, also, she saw Fury as big as he was. That's when he kind of got nervous.
Speaking of extra weight, wearing extra weight, fuck the uniform. How about wearing Tyson Fury every other clinch?
I mean, yeah.
That shit will wear you out. I don't give a fuck. How about that costume? The Tyson Fury costume you were wearing.
That's right. That's a good point, Pete.
Damn, he was hanging on him, dude.
It was the costume. It was, he busted 20 nuts that night.
Yeah. Wilder's supposed to be the hardest hitter of all time, right? So
no, he's not.
First ballot?
First jab?
No.
No jab Wilder?
Yeah. No, we're going to call him No Jab Wilder.
I really don't see Liston jab. That shit was like a fucking tree trunk.
Yeah.
I don't need boxing. I don't need boxing skills when I got power. Power.
My body is an interesting vessel. I like that quote. I'm going to use that quote.
Body.
How you doing, baby? My body's an interesting vessel. You know what I'm saying?
I got interesting vessels. You know?
Deontay Wilder can punch hard, but it was never fair putting a puncher like Deontay Wilder against guys that are like nothing compared to. It's never fair. There's guys that are legitimate, like contenders that he should have faced a long time ago. Dillian White, Povetkin.
There's a reason why they didn't. There's a reason why he ducked those fights. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you.
Kalnaki would be a horrible matchup for him. Man, look, even this rematch, the whole speak it, believe it, receive it is dangerous for Wilder, man. When he's talking about how he wants a body in the ring, all that speak it, believe it, receive it, that could end up happening to him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to get a weight on this costume. We're going to see about this.
40 pounds.
Expect the Pete.
Yeah, he won, but you know what? Tyson Fury's ring walk, his ring entrance was fucking cheese, man. That was cringe. I'd rather see Wilder come out with the LED lights. What is it with the sweet Caroline and the fucking
LED?
What song was he singing on the way out? Like some ballad? Huh?
I didn't know the song. My girlfriend knew the song. I was like, okay, I don't know this.
If they give him a tune-up and they put him against guys that have no hope against him, that's not going to look good. It'll be like another circus all over again.
I tell you right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think they should be careful if they go the Charles Martin route.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah, no,
listen,
I agree.
Because he's a southpaw, I agree. Actually, because he's a southpaw, I agree with that. Only because he's a southpaw.
There you go, and he can punch. And I'm telling you, they're not going to be afraid of Wilder anymore.
No.
And I wonder that could play, an effect, bro.
And plus,
this
he's
is
got
Roy
Manny
Jones.
Robles,
This is
who
Roy
thinks he
Jones,
can get
Glencoff
another,
Johnson.
world title champion.
What'd you say, Bucho, about Jones?
This is Roy Jones post Tarver knockout. This is Roy Jones fighting Glencoff Johnson, who doesn't give a shit about Roy Jones anymore. He's just fucking there to give him a tough fight. This is gonna happen with Wilder and his new opponents. They won't give a fuck, man. They're gonna be like, you know what? I can knock this motherfucker out, and they're gonna back him up, and it's gonna be trouble, man.
Wilder's got a lot of tomato cans to knock over for the rest of his career. Believe me, he can still.
Of course,
he can beat the shit out of Stavern if he's going to shell up.
But he's not going to have a title. He's going to go through a run of bumps, but he ain't have no title.
They'll franchise his ass. They'll franchise his fucking ass. That's what they'll do. A lightweight franchise belt. Don't want to weigh you down, Wilder. The mask and my warrior mindset comes from my people. My mask draws me to my roots and it presents my character. This is who I am. When I wear the mask,
to become a two-time world champion, Pete, he's going to have to dethrone another champion.
Let him speak.
I'm just reading. This is Wilder talking. So, Ungawa. Be quiet. Silencio. When I wear the mask, it makes me feel superior. From the walkouts to the knockouts, it's a magnificent feeling. Ooh, I like that line. I'm always trying to be creative and do something different. I want to make this the era of heavyweights the best ever. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. The scariest heavyweight since Mike Tyson. Last year, he said boxing was the only sport, quote, where you can kill a man and get paid for it at the same time.
Oh.
My boxing life is like an open book, and I invite people to come. I'm honest, and I want people to get to know that America is a great boxing champion. I want people to embrace. All right, that's enough of that one.
Yeah,
what does the other one say?
Really pissing me off with that. Really
He was pacing around back there like a fucking caged lion back there. I can't believe he blew off Bud Crawford. How dare you?
How dare you?
You saw that? Bud tried to give him a little like, "What's up?" And he goes, "Yeah."
No, I'm just finding out about this now. I didn't know he did that.
He's nervous.
Listen, man.
Yeah, nervous.
It's the world is beautiful, man. When you do dirt, you get dirt.
Look at that right there. That's my new icon right there, son.
You got
downloading
Tourette's?
that. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, we're gonna end the show. We need to end it. Hopefully tomorrow I can do another show. Lots to talk about.
Time to end it.
Time to end it. Guys in the chat, thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow. I think we will.
Thanks for having me, Bucho. Hey, and good calls, man. Callers and calls. Samuel
Callers.
Peters.
Great calls.
Thank you for
Yes,
calling.
man. Great calls. And Pete, thank you for recognizing my 85%.
I recognize your
Are
straight
you
hair.
doing
anywhere.
Are you speaking about Wilder Fury again, or are you doing a Mikey Garcia?
End of the show. End of the show.
We'll do whatever. Open show.
I
Open.
used to have a boss that do that. He used to do that to me. I'd be like, "But what about this place? It's bullshit." But like, "But sir, but bullshit. It's bullshit."
Yo, when Fury landed that first jab and wobbled Wilder,
bullshit.
Spit out his retainer.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
Everybody gotta die sometime.
All right, guys, let's go. Go home, people.
Now what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Time
bullshit,
to go home.
man. Bullshit.
Yo,
All right,
peace
guys.
out. You're
You know
85
we
euro for life. Thank you.
Later. Recognize.
Peace.
Hans.
Peace, everybody, man.
Bobby.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us. We will see you next time, and subscribe to BDA Boxing, the weirdest boxing channel of all time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. Just, I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in every one of you. Disappointed in every one of you.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it no more. I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
He just killed a fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
You're happy because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. You're happy because you got nothing. You got nothing.
I want to get out. I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA Boxing.